Okay, everybody, welcome back to the Stolen Relic podcast. We took 2 weeks off as per our regular schedule, but it also went really well with the holiday schedule. So, we're going to start off with one Miss Cassia Fee giving us a recap from her perspective. What happened last time in the city?
It's not really a recap, but more of what she was thinking at the time.
Yeah, that works too. Let's hear it.
Alright. You see Cassia leaning against the kitchen, watching Trudy plead her case to Taewoo. I guess strawberry isn't the worst of ice cream flavors. A bit crazy, and I could use some chocolate next time if the days keep going on like this. When was the last time I could enjoy myself without the pester of somebody knocking down walls? She takes a bite of the ice cream. It's tempting, you know? The thought of just slipping away, vanishing into the city's shadowy embrace. Cut ties and no more lingering feelings to have broken as well. Maybe my brothers are still out there for me. I mean, you should be able to depend on flesh and blood, right? 2 years isn't that long. I should become a ghost again, here to just listen to stories and secrets, not to tell my own. It's dangerous. Too many unpaid transactions. Her eyes look at the crew around the room. Though, I suppose there's something here. Vera could be right, and caring could be worth the heartache. Trudy's naivety could be real, and I could help her finally stick up for herself. Tae-woo could actually start spilling the beans, and the truth just might be worth all those free drinks I slipped his way. And while Decker could stop causing me problems one day, and that's all I could really ask for. Lots of coulds versus shoulds, and disappearing wouldn't let me be taken advantage of. But I think there's something worth believing in here, to take a risk for. I don't know what it is, but I shouldn't let the cause go to waste, and it might just take some time to find it. So I suppose it's time to stay in one place for a bit, maybe. At least hear the full story out. Might get some good tales out of it. Though hopefully, next time around, I'll get some chocolate ice cream instead.
Ooh, snaps all around. You can't see it. We're all clapping for her. And by the way, there was chocolate ice cream in her fridge.
She said
hit it.
She hit it.
What did she say?
She hid the ice cream. It was only strawberry when I got stuck there.
I like to
You're
think
not touching my
it's
double
very-
caramel magnums.
I like to think that she's very strategic about it. Like she has the strawberry in the front, and then there's like a secret vanilla behind it, and then like an even more secret chocolate behind that. It's like the Neapolitan setup, but you'll never figure out that there's anything beyond the strawberry.
And just as like a double bluff, she took all the vanilla and chocolate out and put them in their containers.
All right, no, that's just you, Deckard, being terrible.
Why she does that in her own home where she lives alone? We'll
Yes.
never know.
I am
The cats
glad
might get
I
in, you don't know.
was Never roommates with you
Sneaky
guys.
bastards.
Oh my God.
I don't do that in real
yeah,
life that often.
They're the type of people that, like, even if your name's written on it, like clearly it's yours, it's still
100%.
gone.
Mhm.
So yeah, last session, let's see, Deckard. Was this last session? Oh my god, 2 weeks, and I'm like, whoa. Oh yeah, you were sprinting in the industrial zone. That's how we started off the session, and I was like, that's intense to be sprinting.
Mhm.
Taewoo was busy with his cats, and Vera and Trudy met up for a coffee meetup, and that was after, nobody heard from Trudy for like a full day, so Vera reached out to her. And then you all made plans to sneak into Century Bank and get more information. You got some stuff out of a lockbox, some good information, some good intel. Deckard managed to reach out to Jason Lee and pay back Cassia's debt. And so that is another potential person she may have back in her list, her repertoire of contacts. He's one of many, though. So she said, I don't know if he was an important one, but anyway, he might be back.
Codes and area codes.
Different area codes? Okay. Calm down. Cassia contacted Nina Petrov, another person on her contact list. Nina is now a little bit on high alert because that conversation didn't make any sense to her. I guess it helped Cassia to figure out, okay, who can I impersonate at the bank, who's gonna be there, and all that good stuff. The bank infiltration had some tense moments, but eventually everybody came out on top unscathed. No one was chasing them out of the bank. But outside the bank, there was a man who was taking photos. There was a person with Channel 4 News. Tebu spotted the photographer taking photos of what he believed to be council member Alex Carter with a scandally dressed woman, Cassia in disguise, and with Trudy walking behind them, like seemingly with that group. Why is this person walking with the council member? That's crazy. Taewoo and Decker confront the photographer, who's he's not. I wouldn't say he's stubborn. I would just say he is like exercising his right and just speaking his truth or the truth. And he was doing, what was completely legal. I see you, Drake.
It's already spiked my blood pressure. I remember him.
Drake is already red. Back at Vera's condo, Taewoo and Deckard initiate a type of mini interrogation with Trudy about hidden compartment in her shop where the founder's sigil was found. But despite the pressure, Trudy firmly defended herself. There was a bit of online exposure as well. Trudy received notifications about online posts and pictures showing her with the supposed council member. Increasing a bit of urgency, she hung up on her mother twice and then turned off her phone on her mother. And she knows the family dinner is coming up soon. The session concluded with a shocking moment as Vera's door is suddenly busted down, leaving you in a precarious situation and wondering what is happening next. And that's where we're going to start the session.
Mm-hmm.
So let me change that, and I'm going to start here. Let me go back to my other notes.
Vera really picked the right time to just not be there.
She
just walked out.
Yes, Vera is not here because she actually did say she needs to call Miles. So I'm gonna say she did step out about 15 minutes before the door gets rammed in. So she's not in her condo.
Vera's the traitor.
Vera's kicking down
Cassia's
the door.
heart rate through the roof.
By the way, I'm gonna transition. Here is her condo. Would you consider this a condo, Drake?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's a hell of a condo, but yeah.
This is Vera's place.
And
But
said
first,
she didn't have a table.
I remember that. Yeah.
She lied to me.
Well, let's peel back the curtain to moments before this chaos erupted at Vera's condo. You see a dimly lit hallway, stillness permeating the air. The camera pulls back to reveal a tactical SWAT team, poised and silent, outside Vera's door, while you all are talking, interrogating Trudy. They communicate with subtle nods and hand signals. The leader, the same woman whose threat still echoes in Deckard's mind, stands a little apart, her eyes fixed on the door. Her face is a mask of calm determination. But you can also sense the anticipation in her posture. She checks her watch, and a silent countdown ticking away the seconds. Suddenly, she lifts her hand and then sharply drops it. And that's the signal. In one fluid practice moment, the team springs into action. The point person swings a battering ram with practice ease, and with that thunderous bang, the door caves in, splinters flying everywhere, and as the door bursts open, our attention snaps back to the present immediately. The explosive sound, the rush of bodies entering the room, and a sudden bright light of a flashbang that has been lobbed expertly into the center of the space, and it all floods your senses. I need you all to roll to face danger.
All
Oh
right.
god. I think I've made 3 rolls total in this game. So my track record isn't great so far.
Here's your fourth.
Oh good.
How's it? Help.
Thank you.
Okay.
We can add like sorry. We can invoke our own weakness tags, right?
You can.
Okay, could I invoke maybe I am helpless?
Yeah.
Doing.
Oh, are you not using any power attacks at all? You're just using. Oh, you got 1 help from Taylor.
I don't listen, I don't think
I don't want your help.
first aid kit is gonna help me here.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to tell me how don't touch me, bro, is gonna help you dodge a flashbang. The bright light from a flashbang.
I don't want the bright light to touch me. No. No.
Don't touch me, photons.
It's more of a general thing. As I was thinking, as the SWAT team was entering, it's clearly a threat, and Taylor doesn't react well to being threatened like that. So that's what I thought anyway.
I just need the tags to make sense for kind of noticing something and then dodging out of the way. I'm not sure if because it's not gonna blow like shrapnel at you, Deckard. So the 9 vulnerable skin or the rapid self-healing, I don't think those are gonna come into play at this moment.
I figured rapid self-healing would help with if anything that's going to deafen him, but I also assumed
gotcha.
flashbang is concussive as well, so it does push out a force. It's not like shrapnel, but it's enough to like stun people. That's what I was going with.
Sure, okay.
Okay.
There's like a lot of people that just rushed in, right? Would you say it's chaotically full?
Yes.
The house. Okay.
Yeah, I will. I'll pull
Could I
some,
justify
like-
overlooked in a crowd then? Because there's lots of different people here.
Like they're not noticing you.
Like
It's-
she's not the focus.
You're not the focus, but a flashbang doesn't care who's in the way and who's
That's a good point.
not. You know what I mean?
All right. I'm just waiting for MC approval.
I'm gonna.
then.
Yeah, I'm just looking at everybody's. Cassie, you guys turn into mist.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
15. That's crazy. Okay, you guys are rolling well.
Oh, holy cow.
And because I used mine and I got above a 12, mine's dynamite on the face danger.
Yes, I'll get back to you on dynamite. So that with the rules and stuff like that. Did everybody
Mine
go?
privately.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Trudy, what did you roll?
I don't see it.
7?
Oh,
do
you
not see it?
did. You did run.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, you were the first
It
one.
was accidentally
So-
private, yeah.
So Trudy and Cassia, you're going to take blinded 2. That's the status that you take.
But I take it with a negative 1 tier.
It was going to be a blinded 3.
Ooh, that's how that works.
Yes. And I wanted everybody to face danger, so not change the game at this point, Deck.
I know I hit the wrong button on it.
Okay, but we'll keep that roll. You passed.
Okay. All right, I'll give you the the dynamite options for face danger.
And so as
So-
that happens,
Do you want me to give you these before, because it might change something for you?
sure.
Okay, so on a face danger, because my move is dynamite, I get to avoid the status completely, and I get to choose one. I can reflect the status at our attackers, or I can bolster defenses and take an ongoing tier 1 status. So, because he's using that reflect damage back, I would like to take that and basically like contain the blast and shove it back towards them so that they take the tier 3 status of blinded 3 instead.
Which one would you like to do? Throw it back at
Uh,
them?
Huh? Yeah, the reflect status back at them.
Okay, you are able to do it. This is a collective,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And because of their specific training and the protective, gear that they have on them, it does not affect them at all.
Okay.
What does that head shake mean? That it
Means
should?
okay.
Okay. That same woman walks in, and she walks in and she's kind of like in the middle of all these people. Of all like the SWAT. She walks into like the middle of them. And like I have her token just so I can place her. She's like in the middle. Should I place your tokens for you guys so you can place yourselves if you want to? Cassie is blinded somewhere and Trudy is as well.
Are you moving that thing whole around? Or did I do that?
She's
Your
moving
token?
it. She's
No,
moving
the
it.
whole picture.
I was only moving your tokens.
It's only because she was
I got
spawning
it.
in
Yeah,
tokens.
I got it. I fixed it on mine.
Fix it.
Where's the kitchen? Cassie is over by the kitchen.
Anyway.
I'm by the door to the cat room. That is.
Oh yeah,
And-
you did yell save
the
the
cats!
You
Yeah.
did.
And I'll be right here, basically in their way between them, Trudy, and Tay.
Her demeanor is calm, yet cold at the same time. You could see, like, she has a smile on her face, a smirk. No, it's not meeting her eyes at all. She comes in, she walks in, like, very confidently, and you could see she's wearing these, red, kind of like leather riding gloves. And she walks in, and she's shaking her head in disapproval as she walks in and to be surrounded by like the SWAT team who are effectively like protecting her or whatever. And she says, "Oh, I had hoped it wouldn't come to this. But you've all chosen a dangerous path, obviously." And she looks at you, Deckard. "We gave you a simple choice. Oh, it's disappointing to see you've underestimated the gravity of the situation.
Can I shoot her?
You can try. Not gonna stop
Yeah.
you."
I don't. Yeah, I just want to stop this monologue.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be. That's gonna be go toe to toe.
All right. Yeah, I'll say that when the flashbang went off, Daewoo had his sunglasses on, which helped a little bit, and he has his trench coat up. So he just kind of blocked his face from the gas and the smoke, and that's why he wasn't impacted. And when she strolls in and starts monologuing, he's just gonna pull his gun out and shoot her.
Okay, let's go toe to toe.
All right. Go toe to toe. And I will use the cult detective special, obviously. The opportunist, because hopefully she's not paying attention while she's blabbing.
Okay.
She's looking at Deckard.
I'm starting to think I've missed something.
I'll say
because-
she's looking at Deckard. She's surrounded by men who are watching everything that she's not. So, sure.
Okay. I think I would also invoke my weakness tag, Fit of Rage, because he's kind of annoyed right now.
Are you annoyed or fit of rage? We should change the name of that weakness tag.
Bit of annoyance.
Bit of annoyance.
Mildly peeved.
Okay, no, I'll take that back. If she had killed one of the cats, then he would be raging right now. But
Okay.
Naturally.
he's not.
Are you raging or no?
No, you can
He
get rid
was
of that.
barbarian firm.
All right.
Okay. So we'll let it roll and then I'll let you know what happens after.
My luck ran out. Oh well.
You rolled a 5. And so that is a hard move that I can do. We're gonna burn a tag for right now. That's a hard move. The opportunist tag.
All right.
Can I ask what that?
But
that mechanic. Never seen it.
burn a tag?
Yeah. Does that just mean you can't use it until it comes back?
Yeah. Basically, until you do the downtime move or the montage move here, you can like restore it again. But until then, it's completely gone. You can't use it.
Okay, cool. I'm still learning.
Of course, yeah. But they see you pull out your gun. And I don't want to say what goes wrong. Something goes wrong with the gun. You tell me, because I don't want to, say something that would never happen. I don't want to say the gun jams or something. But what
you
would
don't
you
want to
think?
Drake explain?
Yeah. I don't want to take that kind of narrative away from your character and their stuff. So
All right. So
why doesn't it work?
We'll pull his gun out. And I guess because she's surrounded by her men and it's a bit crowded, perhaps his aim is a little off and the smoke is messing with his aim a little bit. So maybe he shoots a little wide. Probably puts a nice bullet hole in Vera's beautiful condo window.
Oh, okay.
Vera, he's sorry.
The men don't move. Like they see that happen, but they're looking at you, and unless she motions for them to do something, they look at it and they have all their gear. They have all their like what's the shields? They have their shields up too, kind of surrounding her. Yeah, so they have like the riot shields ready. But you obviously miss, and you could see her. You can hear the chuckle. And she says, you're amateurs. Please understand, this isn't a game. Every action you take has consequences, unfortunately. And that's why I'm here.
I had to try. I'll just holster my gun and shrug.
Now consider this your last opportunity to walk away before things get much, much worse.
Deckard, is this your friend from earlier?
No, she sounds much more cunty. Probably the same person, though. I had a bag over my head.
Same shoes?
Same shoes. Same attitude. Same threats.
Can I get a little context? I'm not...
This is the bitch that kidnapped me.
Oh!
It wasn't cops. It was her. And whatever these fake fuckers are. Nice cosplay, by the way. So my ultimatum was I drop the case or bad shit happens to me. Clearly bad shit being breaking into my friend's house and causing a riot and hurting other people that are important to me, which is a spectacularly stupid move on their part.
Are these men wearing like SWAT uniforms, like clearly police uniforms?
They are, yeah.
Okay. Do you have a warrant?
You're asking the woman?
Yeah.
She says in this situation I don't need one, I assure you.
Oh, I'm sure you do. You don't just go. What's your probable cause?
We need Trudy, and she looks at you. We need her to go to her court date, get sentenced, and let the judge and the law do their thing. We don't need you going to banks, walking with senators, and trying to dig deeper into this situation.
You hear blonde Cassia pipe up. He was a councilman, but can I ask who you are? If we're gonna bust in here and, point weapons.
You're talking from the kitchen?
Yeah, I mean, she's like in between the kitchen because,
Yeah.
they were interrogating Trudy.
She's looking at the fridge because she's blind.
Well, yeah, she looked away. She turned into mist, and then she still ended up catching part of the end of the flashbang, and she ended up blinded.
She just says, well, I work for important people, and it's my job to keep things in order.
I asked what your name was, not who you worked for.
Oh, don't worry about that.
I'm worried about that right now.
You see her shrug.
So what happens if you don't get to report back? Just curious.
If I don't report back that you guys aren't being cooperative?
Mm-hmm. Just humor the hypothetical.
Nothing to me.
I was talking about for us, but okay.
Oh, for you. I was quite clear with you before.
Mhm.
Sorry, can I clarify? You want us to cooperate with me getting sentenced to jail for something I didn't do? I'm a little confused. Sorry.
I guess I'm confused too, because you did do it.
I didn't though. I did not. But also, I do feel like Taewoo had a good point about that warrant. Like, what the fuck? I'm sorry. Pardon my French, but what the fuck?
She looks at you. Well, in my position, I need the city, and I need the court to know that you did it. And they do. Or at least they need to think that you did it.
Doesn't feel like a fair judicial process. Kind of seems like they should be unbiased. Sorry, I don't mean to be trying to explain the judicial system to you, but I don't think you understand how it should work.
Actually, Trudy has a good point. Would we notice her? Like, would we recognize her face at all, or no?
You'd know. You've never seen
No.
her before.
Okay, I didn't know if she was somebody
Cassius?
that was actually important.
Cassia would have never seen her before either.
No.
Can I do something maybe goofy, maybe silly?
Sure.
Can Trudy turn on her phone and start recording?
I was going to do the same thing. If you weren't going to do it, I'd have my phone out.
This is an established precedent. This is what she does.
You can. It would be a take the risk move.
Oh, good. Good to know that this is a risky thing to do. All right. I have to close my character sheet so that I can see anything. So reopen it.
That's hilarious.
I feel like I can justify overlooked in a crowd in this one, right? Because there's kind of a lot going on right now.
You're currently not in a crowd.
3's a crowd.
I knew someone was gonna say
I'm counting more than 3. I'm counting like.
It
11.
yeah,
No, I'm joking.
okay.
I am gonna do at your mercy though, because I feel distinctly at their mercy.
Okay. And you are blinded too, so we'll be at a -2.
That's okay.
Okay.
It's not, but it's okay. Oh shoot! Come on. Wrong one. Sorry, I'm bad at this.
You got
Take a
this.
risk. Your mercy. Stop putting it away. Keeps close. Good lord. 6. Good.
Um, did you do the -2?
Well, it didn't add anything either, but it would be a 5.
So you go to pull out your phone, and you're still seeing like white spots, like the picture of like the living room, everything's coming back into view and picture, but you're still kind of like fumbling around, and she sees you take it out. Um, she motions for 2 of her men to go grab you. Actually, I'm gonna say she says come here.
No, thank you. I'm good over here. Sorry.
Yeah, if you could
Why did
give
you-
us a minute.
Why did you pull out your phone, Trudy? Why were
To
you
record
going for
this?
your to record this? Interesting.
I don't see
And
why it's
she says,
interesting.
drop the phone right now.
No, thank you.
Trudy, please drop the phone.
I would prefer to not do that. Thank you.
What are you gonna do? Shoot her?
Yeah. I mean, how's that gonna go?
There's going to be an MC hard move, but I will let you know later.
Is it
And
shoot
she
me?
says, no, she's not going to shoot you.
Okay,
She
cool.
says, okay, I understand.
Who has his flip pad out?
Well-
And if there are badge numbers appearing on any of the officers' uniforms, he's taking them down.
You do not see any badge numbers.
I didn't think so. So I'll just ask them who they are. Name and number. Badge number.
Are you asking each of the men surrounding her?
Hmm?
Okay, they don't respond to you.
They
are looking at all of you, though.
Yes, Decker.
What's the stipulations on self-defense?
Well, that's why I shot at her. Obviously, they came in here unannounced, unexpectedly, violently. I shot her in self-defense.
Or you tried to.
More of a warning shot.
That's what it was.
You hear Cassia pipe up. I'm still seeing white spots. So, are you just here to threaten us? And, like, is that it? Like, is this just fun and games? Or are we being showy? I have a gang down in, like, 5th Street that does this all the time. They like to do drive-bys, but, this is a little bit more expensive. I don't even know you. You don't know me.
She looks at you, Cassia. Oh, I know more than you think. And I probably know more than you.
Listen, not to cut down your ego, but I like to think that I probably know more than you, and really you're just kind of rude with the flashbang, if anything. So, if you're gonna keep being vague, you could just spit it out. At least I'm direct.
She looks at you, Cassia. Okay, you know more than me. Where are your brothers at?
That's a funny story. They don't want to be found.
One thing you don't know. And one thing I do.
Yeah.
And she names She names her brothers. Their names aren't coming to my mind right now. What
Leo
are they?
and Koi.
Leo. Yes.
Yeah, what about them? What, are they down at the strip clubs? Out parading? Wait, I've heard it all.
Hmm.
Are you...
She says to all of you, "Ugh, seriously, you guys. I need this to be my last time I see or hear of you."
Well, are you gonna do anything? Because you're just coming in here with smoke and mirrors. Out flashbanging mirrors. Say you know where my brothers are without any concrete evidence, you know. Kidnapped Deckard. Looked at Trudy funny. Almost get shot by Tay.
He,
That was a warning shot.
Warning shot by
Grabs-
Tay.
Window then.
your final answer, and we are gone.
If you're asking, I'm not gonna just go to jail. So, sorry, I guess. But that's not how I roll.
I don't do one-sided transactions, so if you wanna either throw some money at us, at me, or some information. I prefer information, to be honest with you, but you're not providing anything.
Deckard?
He's very, 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 very fucking angry right now, but he's trying to like hold it in as best as he can. He's staring directly at head bitch.
He looks at you and says your name.
What?
We need you and your crew to stop snooping around and trying to find answers, or whatever you guys are trying to do.
You also want me to let somebody from my crew take the fucking fall for some shit she didn't do. Your whole story about her being the reason that was found there, that she actually stole it, is actually fucking horseshit. So, I see zero incentive to let any of you fucking leave.
As you say that, you hear movement outside.
Mm-hmm.
There's more people walking in. You hear her say, "Bring her in." You see a girl with a bag over her head, and her arms are tied. And she says, "This is so unfortunate. I thought you guys would say something like this. You're a stubborn bunch."
Who is that?
She brings the girl. The girl goes into the circle. You also see 4 more SWAT members walking in.
Mm-hmm.
The girl goes into her circle next to her. She takes the bag off. Deckard. You see your sister, Kendra.
Oh.
She takes the bag off. Kendra is shaking, and her mouth is gagged, so she can't talk. The woman takes a glove off her hand and puts her hand on Kendra's shoulder. As she puts her hand on her shoulder, you start to see black lines, multiple black lines, go up Kendra's neck and rise up to her face as her hand is on her shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And your sister's eyes, they start to bulge wide and get bloodshot red, and tears start coming down, and you can hear her kind of moaning and going against the gag in her mouth. And the woman says, "She's such a sweet girl when I had a talk with her. Obviously, she can't talk now, and she won't be talking anymore anytime soon. If I leave my hand here for another minute, this will be the last time you see your sister."
It's okay, Kendra. It's okay. And I'm gonna I'm gonna pull out the Glock and I'm gonna shoot this bitch in the fucking face. I'm gonna burn the tag so it's an automatic hit as well.
Automatic hit on her.
On her specifically.
We can do. Here's my question.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's surrounded by the men,
Mm-hmm.
she has the move where if anything that she would take, they take for her.
Mm-hmm.
Does your automatic hit even go through that?
It's an automatic hit. So, like, if it was a collective and I was targeting her specifically, I would be targeting her specifically. Now, if she has a move she can do to push people in front of it as like a custom move, then that's one thing.
She does. So that's why I'm asking.
I got your back, Deckard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm following your lead.
Cassia recognizes Kendra.
Does she?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And she knows that she has to do something to at least throw something into the ring. If we're not gonna get information out of her, somebody's not gonna make it out of here alive.
You're just thinking this in your head right now?
Yes.
Thinking about
And
this?
I think Cassie is gonna try to change the game.
What are you gonna try to do?
I don't know the layout of Vera's apartment, but my main idea is just to cause the noise, the flashbangs, to happen from behind the SWAT members and the woman.
To noise the what do you mean?
Yeah, so like my tag is chaos projection, like loud noises.
Mhm.
So I want a distraction to happen behind them to make them at least flinch and turn around.
You can do that. They won't all flinch and turn around. Some of them will. There's about 4 more men that have entered in, and you don't know who's in the hallway, or if there's anyone in the hallway. The woman is now looking at her watch on her right wrist, and the left hand is the one that is on Kendra.
All right,
As you
miss.
start
Why don't you
as
just
you
take...
start to see,
You could just take your hand off. We can talk about this like civil people and not with vague answers. I would appreciate that.
what I'm gonna do now, there's an actual timer, and I'm gonna start the timer. 60 seconds in real time. That's how much time you have. And you'll see it in the chat here. She's looking down at her watch, hand on the shoulder, and she's not listening to you anymore. She needs a yes. She says, "I need a yes or a no, whether you will cooperate, and we will leave."
What did you need me to do? What do I have to do? Please let go.
You have 37 seconds, and you can see Kendra. The blackness is starting to go throughout down her arms, and you see blood start to
It's
come
fine,
out
fine,
of her
fine.
What do you need me to do?
It's fine. Yes, you have
Yep.
our cooperation. Just take your hand off Deckard's sister, Kendra. Just, it's fine.
Yes.
It's a
Kendra's-
yes, and it's
Kendra's-
agreement.
I
Kendra's
gave you the
body
fucking
is
yes.
starting
Take your fucking hand off her now.
right as her body's starting to like convulse. and you could start to see foam coming out of her mouth. She takes her hand off. And Kendra drops to her knees. She's not dead, but that took a lot of strength from her. And you can kind of see her trying hard to get breaths in. She's down in the ground. And her cuffed hands are kind of, and she's like now on all fours heaving. And she's trying to heave and try to get breaths in, but she still is gagged at the mouth. So it's really hard. You see her struggling on the ground. She's still surrounded by the men.
He's gonna try and push through them to get to her.
Okay. It's a larger collective now. You can try. That will be go toe to toe against the
He's
collective.
just trying. He's not like forcefully trying to do it. He's trying to get to her specifically, not the fucking
okay.
other lady. Yeah.
Yeah. It's still. The men are going to come up with the shields, and so they're all kind of like. You just see shields kind of placed right next to each other. You don't see any kind of opening as you walk forward to try to get to her.
Motherfuckers can move out of the way. I can move you. She needs to fucking breathe, and she's got a gag on her. Step aside.
Okay, we'll step up behind Deckard.
The woman says, well, now that I have your cooperation, that's great. And she has a smile on her face. Thank you so much.
Fuck you!
She does kind of like a snap with her fingers. It's a signal. The men form a type of like walkway row or whatever. So they're now standing so that she can walk out into the hallway, which she does. But they leave Kendra there on the floor.
He's immediately ripping the tape off so she can breathe again. Like holding her hair back just in case.
That was,
She walks out. Some of the men are still there. I think there are like 4 or 5 that are still standing at the doorway with the shields up, as you can hear the hills clacking down the hallway. And she leaves. And you hear more footsteps following her. Not the men who are blocking the door right now, but just more steps. Seemingly more men who are with her.
Can you tell me what Kendra is wearing?
Yeah, Kendra's just wearing jeans and like blank t-shirt cardigan over. And you take it off, and she's not speaking just yet, but as soon as you take off like the gag on her mouth, just immediately like spitting, like you see like more white stuff coming out of her.
What is
you can
her
see more
hands bound with?
Her hands are bound with the zip ties.
Okay, well, Deckard takes a knife out and immediately cuts the zip ties.
Yeah, and you see lots of you see
Don't
blood
hold it in.
started
Just let it out.
Blood was starting to come from her ears as well, and there's a little bit from the nose that's dropping onto the carpet inside Vera's condo as well. And she's just on all fours, just like heaving, getting the air back into her lungs.
Yeah. Deckard's taking he just cut off a piece of his shirt and he's using it to wipe away every little bit of blood he can, just so she doesn't freak out over it. You okay?
Trudy's bringing her first aid kit over. That was clearly something unnatural, but maybe it can still help a little bit. Just kind of tense and worried, but doesn't want to, interfere or touch Kendra or something.
Yeah. As you're helping her, she looks up to you, Deckard, and she's in shock right now, so she's not speaking, but her body is starting to shake now, just very heavy.
No, he's wrapped her up. He's squeezing her and holding her nice and tight.
You can feel her body is vibrating right now.
You're about to go into shock. Just take as many deep breaths as you can. Fucking don't hold it in. Let it go. Relax. Breathe. Relax. Breathe.
Cassia kind of just
pretend like you're having an asthma attack. Just let it go.
Walks around them, and she watches. She stands in between Deckard, who's with Kendra, and the people that are at the door, and just watches them leave. Kind of keeping Deckard and Kendra out of the line of sight. do all of them leave?
About a few minutes pass, 5 minutes pass, and then the rest leave.
Is the door still on its hinges?
Still kind of blown wide open.
Cassia goes to the door and she white knuckles the handles and just shuts the door.
You can kind of shut it. It's like it's off its hinges. I don't know.
Yes.
Closed
Kinda.
over. It's closed
It's
over.
the door.
Yeah.
Just put over a little bit.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, Deckard's gonna like pick her up. Just she's light. He picks her up immediately and is like moving her into the kitchen, setting her on the counter, looking through Vera's stuff to try and find like a glass so he can get her water.
If you move her
Rinse
into
her
the
up, though.
kitchen and you can see her kind of like convulsing a little bit, and you can hear like the gagging come up, like someone who's about to throw up.
Mm-hmm.
And she's looking for the sink.
Yeah, he's
He
already
finds-
guided her to it.
You see her like heaving. She starts to throw up into the sink,
Mhm.
and you start to see. It's really weird. You start to see black tar-like substance, expelling from her body. It's like thick. It's not bubbling or anything like that, but it's kind of like the color of like black, like licorice color. But it's thick and it's coming out of her body. And as that's happening, you could see like the black lines that were coming up over her face and her body. Those are starting to settle down.
Okay. Gross as it is, Deckard is gonna like he'll like grab like a little bit like from a cup and put it in the cup just so it's something to have later on.
Okay.
It's not natural, obviously. He's still gonna.
How old is Kendra?
26.
Okay.
She's an investigative journalist, so.
Well,
He's holding her hair back just because that she gets rid of all of it.
yeah. It's all coming out. You guys all hear it, but now at this point, it's like dry heaving now. Like nothing more is coming out, but still, it's kind of like your body's just still trying to like get rid of like whatever's anything that's left.
He's just letting her go through it. Like you can't force it; it'll come out eventually.
Yeah.
Cassia just enters into the kitchen and makes eye contact with Deckard. I think this is serious. Do you want to take her to a hospital?
She's fine. It'll pass.
I can
Better
take her.
fucking pass.
Someone who knows anything about medicine should look at her, though.
I'll ask her when she's ready. If she wants to go. If she doesn't want to go, I'm not gonna make her. She okay now? Like she stopped dry heaving?
She has stopped dry heaving. She does. She's like, I need a towel. I need.
Yeah, he's immediately just either grabs like a fucking kitchen towel and hands it off to her.
And as your like hands are still just like, she's shaking really, really badly still.
Yeah, and for the first time, I think that the crew's ever seen Deckard's is too when he's giving her the towel.
Your sister is like, she is like, her mind is kind of going everywhere. It's kind of hard to get words out and explain what happened. She wants to explain what happened though. But she's like, I was.
No, calm down. Don't say anything. Just.
She's like, Stop. I was walking. And then I wasn't walking. And this is like, it's really hard. But she wanted to keep telling you. She starts explaining like how she was walking by an alleyway, and then was just grabbed out of nowhere. A bag was put over her head, and then she felt a raw sickness, like, and she's trying to explain. It was like a black sludge, or like a slug was filled in my body, and then I couldn't speak or move. It was like my brain was filled with black sludge. I could feel my life ending.
When did they grab you?
What did you say? When did they grab you?
Mm-hmm.
She would let you know maybe 2 hours ago.
Okay, so it wasn't days, at least. That's all I was caring about.
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay? Do you feel? I know you're not gonna be okay for a bit, but can you stand? Can you move on your own?
You could see, like, she's standing right now over the sink, unless you were carrying her. I don't know.
He carried her to the sink, and he's been holding her the entire time. So
Okay.
he's trying to see if she has her own power right now to stand up.
Not really. She's very weak.
Yeah, no.
Especially after expelling all that out of her body. You know, like when after you throw up, you're kind of like shaky a little bit. But it's that plus like just that traumatic experience of like being taken.
Yeah.
Just having like a normal day and then suddenly being kidnapped is like, it's wildly traumatic. And so she's like trying her best. Her mind is having a hard time coping with that. And she tells you, like, they I guess I was in a car. They put me in a car, and they told me, "What are you doing, Deckard? What are you doing? What's going on?" And like,
it's not anything to do with you. It's entirely to do with me. Like, you know the kind of people that I go after. You know, my job isn't exactly safe in any capacity. This is something beyond that, and I never
she says,
thought you
"I
guys
know."
would be.
She said, I know your job. I know your job. I have never felt scared or intimidated. You know my work. I can't be that way, but I've never felt this raw fear enter into my body, my being, my psyche. I felt like my spirit was overtaken. I've never felt this way before. This was not natural.
Yeah, no, you're not gonna feel that way ever again. I can promise you that. Just, I don't know how to explain this in a way that you'll be able to understand, and that's not a dig at you. That's just what's going on.
That doesn't make any sense.
I know it doesn't make any sense. It's not gonna make any sense, and I can't make it make any sense. I want to, but it's not. It's not gonna work. Like, just as much bullshit as we have between us, just please, for this one time, trust me when I say it's not gonna happen to you again. I promise, or to anybody else. They got you.
She's like she's shaking her head. Is there a bathroom somewhere? Can I use the bathroom?
Yeah, we'll show her to the bathroom.
She goes to the bathroom and shuts the door. I think before she goes in, she's like, I need a minute. I need.
Yeah, take all the time you need.
Do you want me to come with you?
Please,
you might not
please
know
no.
me, and then Cassia takes off the blonde wig finally, and she's like, I know a lot
her
about
eyes
you.
widen as I need a minute, please. I need to.
Yeah.
She goes to the bathroom, and you can hear immediately she just starts like bawling and crying.
Yeah.
She's
Deckard's leaning up
shaking.
against the outside of the wall. He's just like kind of slumped down.
Yeah. You can hear like it's like those hard cries, and she's just breathing in really hard as she's doing that. What is Trudy doing in Taewoo?
The door to the cat room remained shut, right? They didn't
Yeah, no,
disturb that
everybody
room.
stayed in the living room area. Yeah.
All right. Tewu's going to see. It's just observing all of this that's going on with Kendra and Deckard and Cassia, and I don't think he ever found out what they found in the bank. We never really had a chance to compare notes yet. I don't think.
We talked
Um,
about it.
Did we?
Yeah,
There's
we
a list
talked
of
about
names and transactions.
it. Was the page that we showed. I think it was the reason why we talked about it before you started interrogating Trudy. It was I don't know who had it, but it was the page with the name and the initials GC on it.
Right. Right.
And then we
Right.
started interrogating Trudy.
Okay. Is Deckard still slumped on the ground?
Yep. He's sitting down, like legs outstretched and just like clenching his fists over and over and over again. Not saying anything. He's just like staring a hole in the ground.
All right. Tay really doesn't know quite what to do. He instinctively, I think, wants to give Deckard a hug, but since Deckard is slumped on the ground, well, I mean, it's the right thing to do, isn't it? To hug people. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? He doesn't know any better. But since he's not there and he's feeling a little awkward, not knowing what is really going on here, Cassia, do you have that piece of paper that you found in the bank? By the way,
Yeah.
that dress looks really good on you.
Now is not the time, Taewoo. We can talk about this later.
She's blushing.
What, the paper?
No, the dress comment was totally unwarranted, and I'm concerned about that. But yeah, here's the paper.
Thank you. And he'll just walk away with the paper and stand by the, I guess, is there a nice little table by the window? I see something like a bar way back here.
Yeah.
He'll walk way back there and start leafing through the papers to see if he can see anything in there.
These are the papers that were taken, that Vera took from the lockbox, right? Safety
Yeah.
box?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get back to you on that. What is Trudy doing?
I mean, I wish I could say Trudy was doing anything, like, useful or progressive. She's just stressed because she's seen, apparently she needs to go to jail to keep that from happening again. And seeing how much that messed Deckard up, this is serious. So she's just kind of pacing by the window that Tay shot, just trying to figure out what her next step is. Because she has 2 weeks till that court date, so what does she do till then?
And Cassia?
Cassia kind of just kneels down next to Deckard. And she goes, "So that's Kendra." You know, I thought I would meet your sister on better terms, but I think we have a lot of planning to do now.
Yep. And
You can't disappear because of this. You know that, right?
this would be the first time that he looks up at anybody other than Kendra. Like, you saw what she fucking did.
And I know that you're very, very angry about it. But you can't go and disappear. We can't have you disappear like that again. this time on your own. It won't be. It's not worth it.
Mm. No, I'm gonna turn that bitch's guts into a fucking scarf.
I know, and I'm gonna be right beside you as you do that. It's going to be well deserved. But you can't do anything reckless because of this.
You know I have more, right?
Or what?
More sisters.
Yeah, Deckard. Of course I know.
Hey,
I'm Cassia.
there's 3 other people that they could snatch at any time. The longer they get to walk around free, the more chances they have. My mom still alive. My dad still alive. That's
Listen, I've already lost everybody in my life. And I know what that feels like. And I wouldn't want to inflict that on anybody. And if you want to roll out of here, you get your family together and you roll out of here. You are completely warranted. But if you want to take whoever that woman was down, and I know you don't want to leave this city. You can't do this on. I can't see you possibly die in front of me, in front of us. I don't think Trudy could handle it.
Trudy, right?
Yeah.
This hurts. Like, none of this shit really hurts. Been shot, been stabbed, been burned, electrocuted, run over, thrown off a building. That hurt a little bit. I got better.
I bet you did.
This isn't getting better. And this hurts a lot more than it has any fucking right to. And I want her to fucking pay.
Yeah, I wanted my father to pay. But here we
I
are.
can take care of him too.
12 years later and nothing.
And at this point you see like Deckard's like breathing starting to get faster. And faster. And faster.
Cassia's panicking a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Deckard, you need to stay here.
Uh-huh.
This is not. Listen to me. We can't do this. Kendra's fine. She's just a little. She's going through something. I've been through it. Kind of. Not really like that. But
as you say Kendra's fine, you do she comes out of the bathroom.
And
she,
immediately
she looks at you and she's like, I don't know who you are. I'm not fine. Her eyes
no,
are
I know you're not.
Listen to me. I'm not okay. I don't know if
you're alive.
I'm alive.
You're alive. That's
you don't understand. I'm barely hanging on.
I know.
And she's like, Deckard, I love you, but all they talked about in the car was that it was your fault. And you and your friends, I guess. I don't know who they are. I don't know, but I need to go. I can't be around you. You all are dangerous. I heard a gun go off. I don't know what's going on. I need to go.
It was a warning
I need to go.
shot.
I need to go.
You do not need to. You do not need to go.
Please stop. Please stop.
Let her go. Let her go.
We should not.
You don't. Let her go. Do you understand what it's like to have all your agency taken away? You have completely helpless.
You're walking out the door that they came from. You don't know me.
Deckard,
Hi.
Deckard, I don't know. Please talk. I don't know what she's talking about. I need to go.
I know. Just be careful. please.
Do I need to leave the city?
No. Just
I'm going to call.
just
She
talk to Dad, talk to Mom, with any of them. Tell everybody in the family to watch out.
Why do we need to watch out? Like,
Because the same
We're
shit that just
supposed to-
happened to you might happen again. Even if I give them everything they fucking want, do you really think they're gonna play around this way? Your leverage. That's what they're using you for. They're using you as leverage against me. So
none
what's
of us-
happened? What's to happen if they send Trudy to jail and then they decide, hey, you know what? I need another favor, and they need me.
so none of us are safe.
No,
No one in our family is safe.
no.
Is that what you're saying? And you could start to see like her eyes were already red because she was just got finished crying. Like the face is puffy, but as she's saying that, like her voice starts to waver, and you see.
Just
So none of
lay
us
low.
are safe.
Lay low for a week, and you'll be fine. It'll be done.
can't
It'll be
lay-
done in a week.
Deckard, you know what? If you let her walk out this door, that's on you.
I know.
I don't have a good history of people walking out on me. So if you let her go, that's on you.
Deckard,
Ca-
who is this? Who is this woman, by the way?
This is Cassia. She's a friend of mine. She's a bartender.
Okay, a friend of yours. I have no. I respectfully, I don't know who you are, and
Yeah,
Deckard's my brother. You're gonna listen to her, Deckard, over me.
No, and I'm not gonna get in the middle of this. And Cassia just walks into the kitchen. Or over to the kitchen.
You see, like she's wiping her like the tears from her eyes. None of us are safe. You're saying my little sister is Kendra the youngest or no?
No,
There's someone.
no, she's a middle.
Right. So she says, you're saying my little sister is also unsafe and the same thing could happen to her.
No. I'm not gonna let it happen.
I'm going
Just
to
be careful.
I'm gonna go get my sister.
Listen, hey,
you're going to stay here. You're not going to come with me. You're not going to come help us.
I need you. If you grab Kate, you guys hole up somewhere. Do whatever you need to. Get whatever. You'll be fine. They're not gonna come after you again. And I'll make sure of it. I can't. Just tell Mom and Dad where you're at. They, you know how they worry. You're gonna be fine. It's not gonna feel that way for a while. I can't make that go away. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that that's happened to you. I'm sorry that you got snatched because of some shit that I'm fucking caught up in. But
she says, Deckard, if any of my sisters get violated the way I was today, it's on you. And that's the last thing she says as she walks out.
yeah. And he's going right back down.
But Tewu, as you're looking through the papers, you're trying to find more information, correct?
Yeah, well, as he saw Kendra come out from the bathroom and saw this interaction,
Yeah.
he would have been limbering up, just getting ready for
Mhm.
give someone a hug if anyone needed one. Because he was told to limber up last time, so
Yes,
he's
yeah.
doing his stretches in the back. But
Yeah.
when Kendra leaves, he just kind of looks a little disappointed. We'll get back to the papers, and yeah, he's just going to go through them to see if there are any names that he recognizes or anything that kind of raises a red flag for him. See.
As you're continuing to look, you do see the council member's name again, Alex Carter, who Beer impersonated. You see his name there, and it kind of looks like it's a list or it's an invitation, something, but his name got crossed out. And that was before the lady came in. So nobody knows. His name is crossed out. It was already crossed out before. So there's some reason why he's not invited or something. You'd have to dig a little bit deeper. But it looks like there's like another page where it's like, it says meet at the private club, or it says the private club. And it has a list of people who are invited, and you see that Alex Carter has been crossed out.
Yeah. So it's an invitation of something. Is there any indication as to what?
It says GC's private club.
Does that ring a bell? Any clubs in town that I know that could fit that description?
No, even like for Cassia, even Cassia knows a lot of like like underground clubs and stuff like that. This could literally mean like someone. It can mean anything. Like there's actual clubs that people go to dance at. There's underground clubs. There's like it says, there's those private ones where those are probably more high end. You know what I mean? On the like upper scale type meetings.
Okay.
Guys in leather coats and leather jackets, and not leather, but I forgot this, like, not suede, but it's like, anyway, they got cigars. It's all very hot up there.
Okay.
And since you can ascertain that since you got this at Century Bank, you're dealing with people who have a lot of money. So if it's GC's private club, it's probably not one of those underground, dirty, dank clubs.
Exclusive.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. He'll walk over back to Trudy. How's Trudy doing?
Not good. She's like okay. She's still like stressed, but like gears are turning. She's thinking. She's making plans. She's trying to figure out her next step. And as Tay walks over, she kind of like zones in on him to like just acknowledge that he's there, and just like, hi, are you good? You fine?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. Lots of drama here today.
Yeah.
It's something kind of came to my mind. How did the thing get into your store in the first place?
I mean, like I said, I don't know. It's usually locked up pretty securely. The only people who have keys would be me and Kyson, wherever he is.
And you
I'm
don't know where he
usually
is.
in the store. We don't. He's been missing for a while now. And I don't know. I've never really heard back from the people who are investigating it. So, like, I don't know. Right now, the best guess I have is he's involved somehow, but that's stupid. And I don't know. Vera has security cameras, right? She keeps her house secure. Maybe we get something
as you look
from her.
around, there's no security cameras indoors, right? But there's usually in the hallway.
Noted.
Yeah, and in the elevator, and like this whole place is seemingly very secure.
I don't know. I'm sorry, Tay. My mind's kind of going a mile a minute right now. Did you have something specific?
I'm just trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. So the primary suspect involved in planting the relic is your brother?
My dead cousin.
Dead cousin. Dead?
Yeah.
Dead?
Yeah, best guess.
Okay.
Not confirmed, but he's been missing long enough.
How long is that?
To double check my notes.
Sorry.
It's been like a year and a half.
Okay.
Like a year and a half, 2 years, like just about at the time when she inherited the shop was when he went missing.
Just out of game extra info to let you guys know, we're going by like superhero rules. If you don't see a body, it's not confirmed that it's dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless it's
In-game,
Marvel and there's
though.
life model decoys.
Bro might be dead. Yeah.
Right. Well, by the way, I'm going to start calling Deckard Deadpool now, just after that description of everything you've been through and survived.
God.
Pretty accurate.
Well, it's no Derek, but we can accept it.
Don't give me another D to try to combat in my brain.
Don't
Yeah.
worry, this one doesn't have a K in it, so we're good.
Oh yeah.
Does make
Yeah.
DP though.
Deckard doesn't have a. Right?
He doesn't have a what?
There's no.
No, Trudy. No.
No, I said
Yeah.
Deadpool.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
I
You're
am
good.
also lagging.
We thought it was the internet. It's just like, nope, normal brain.
Nope. That's just.
I'm lagging
Yeah.
in real time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's our next move, guys? They seem to have us by the balls here.
Yeah. I mean, our next move can't be anything that would put Kendra or Deckard's other sisters back in danger. That's just something that I think we need to establish up front.
Decker's gonna come out the hallway at that point. Like composed again. They're not gonna be. I know where she's gonna go, so I'm gonna watch over that at night. I don't need much sleep.
So Deckard, you're the one that is in the firing line, so to speak, right now
Mhm.
with your sister and family.
Yep.
It's your call.
No,
Do we-
look, Tay. I do a lot of bad shit to even worse people. I know that the job that I do isn't exactly stable mentally. It's not particularly a good person thing to do, but I still do it for the right reasons, despite how manic I can be and how much joy I take in cracking somebody's skull open. I still do it because I think we can make this place better. So it's part of the job. I hate to say it that way because it's fucking infuriating, but they got a hold of my family, but that doesn't mean that we stop doing what we need to do to bring them down. They're targeting me. I've got easy connections for them to take. She asked me specifically to force me to accept her terms, that we were going to stop looking into things. I can only prepare so much, and I can only do so much, and I can't ask you guys to do all of this extra stuff on top of your lives. I'll still help you out. I'm still part of this, but we do need to be much more careful about how we go about things. If they've got eyes on us, we need to figure out how they've got eyes on us, and we need to remove those eyes immediately. So I'm not going to say no.
I'm with you.
What'd you say, Trudy?
Or like, distract.
Maybe. It is.
I'm following your lead, Deckard, because you're the one with stakes in this, who's got things that you're actively going to lose. If it gets to the point where it's too dangerous and you just need to drop this whole
Trudy.
investigation thing, do it.
Trudy, no. Like, the problem is, I lose either way. I do the investigation, I lose my family. I don't do the investigation, I potentially lose you. I potentially lose any of you. Neither of those are acceptable for me. You're not going to jail. You're not being fucking brought up in front of everybody as some kind of fucking criminal mastermind. I'll make it right. You, them. I'll fix it.
Rudy, let me know when you turn your phone back on.
Oh, she turned her phone back on pretty much as soon as she could, because I think she like was sending out like a text to her connections in like the artifact industry to be like, hey, I'd like to look into this. And so she was like, she wanted to turn it on and like send a text to just be like, hey, actually wait on this for a second, because she doesn't know what the crew's plan is moving forward.
Okay.
So, it's
I remember that I told you that I had a hard move for you, but later.
Oh God.
Okay.
Is her
It's a message
battery dead?
it's a message that you get on your phone. But as you do turn your phone back on, you see multiple messages from your mom. Right? She's like, it's a lot of like, I know you're not answering my calls. Why aren't you answering my calls? pick up the phone, pick up, like lots of texts from her, multiple lines of text messages. A couple from your sister, probably calling on behalf of your mom so that you would answer the phone.
Yeah.
And then it's another reminder about the family dinner coming up. That's not the message that you get as the hard move.
Yeah, I
but
was
I'm
gonna
saying
ask,
that's
what's,
as you turn your phone on. That's what you.
what's the big message?
I'll send it to you right now.
Oh god, okay.
But what would you guys like to do moving forward? Right now, it's about 4 p.m. Let me look at that calendar.
I have a quick question for Cassia, actually.
Yeah.
You mentioned you had a hit put on you, a reward put out for you. Is that still active, do you think?
Yeah,
I'm not going to collect. No. I was
No,
just asking.
no. Thought that's why
Gee,
you
thanks, man.
complimented me on my dress earlier. I really thought you were gonna take out that hit. No, this is where it gets a little uncomfortable. I do a lot more than just bartending, Deckard. I don't exactly have a low profile. And, I had a friend of mine show up recently saying that I had a hit on me. He was Russian. I know a lot of Russians. And, you know, that's normal for me. In a sense where I know there's people probably following me, that there are people that are probably wondering what I'm up to. I don't know if I should be here anymore. I'm not a public figure, but I'm consistent in my routine. I know there's probably at least 3 other weirdos probably on my tail for something I probably did years ago. Let alone where my brothers are. She seemed to have an idea, and I don't. I think I should go back to what I do best, and I'll just report back to you guys. Because they probably know I'm here, whoever they are. And I'm probably the easiest to find.
Do you think it's related to Deckard's sister, this lady? Do you think it's all connected, or is it your own business?
No, I think it's related. Usually I'm not worth that much as it pains me to admit. I'm usually not hitting 6 figures. So whoever's putting a big hit on me is pretty powerful or pretty wealthy.
So
Or they just pulled their money together. That could have been a deal, but I don't.
So we could use you as bait then.
Yeah. Yeah, if we wanted to.
Hey, maybe we'd get baby new
Mm-hmm.
to bring you
Bad
in.
start.
Well,
And find out who's put this reward out for you. Maybe lead us back to the.
Well, it's not like a public hit, so I don't know if you know any underground bounty hunters.
That's where Deckard's field, isn't it?
Yeah, Trudy kind of looks at Deckard.
And
What do you need me to do?
Well, it was, from what I remember, wanted dead or alive, probably more so on the alive side, but if that's the route that we want to go,
It's a contract that's taken out on you. It's 125 grand. That's generally to take you out. If they want you brought in, it's a different story entirely. Who'd they send? How did you find out?
Yeah,
Exactly.
who'd they send?
It was an old
Was this the
friend
other
of-
night at the bar?
Yeah, when you disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an old friend of mine. And he was rather concerned for my well-being. And you know,
Good looking out, I guess.
Yeah, he won't be looking out for me anymore. But I don't know what to tell you when we need to keep a low profile. I am literally.
I didn't mean low profile as in go about your days like you're being watched and hunted at every turn. I meant if we investigate, we need to do it discreetly. That's all. I'm not saying you need to disappear, and I would absolutely hate if you disappeared as much as you would hate if I disappeared. So let's just throw that little part of the plan completely out the fucking window.
I mean, let's be honest. I'm at the bar almost, quite a few days a week.
Yeah, and I walk around the industrial zone every fucking day for hours on end. Hayes got a precinct he goes to, and Trudy's got a store. We can all be found. You're at a bar, you're in a public space quite often, and you work late. I get it. We all have our moments where we can be taken. We're all vulnerable at certain spots.
I'm saying that I'm easily followed. I'm not saying that out of all of us here, yes, Tay is working cases across police lines. There's nothing I can do from having somebody sit at my bar and stare at me for 8 hours and then follow me home. There's really quite a few gangs that I also report to every now and then when I need some weekly tea. That could easily call up some favors. I really
I sent you that whisper message as well. Cass.
I don't know what you want to do here.
Like I told you, I want to turn this bitch's guts into a scarf. I wasn't kidding about that. But we do have to be careful. Where the fuck is Vera? This is her house.
I'm really hungry. Trudy, do you think you get an invite to your dinner, family dinner?
I actually have to call my mom back about that. I'll see if I can bring someone along, but it's not like tonight or something.
Oh.
If you're hungry right now, you should go get food.
Right.
Let me look at the calendar and I'll tell you when it is.
Where's the Trudy family barbecue?
Today's Thursday and the dinner is on Friday.
Okay, it's tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow.
It's the second Friday of every month.
All right, Tay, we're gonna do our 36-hour fast. Eat a lot of dinner.
It is pretty good food. Trudy, I gotta make some calls. Go. Okay, Trudy's just gonna step away, so I'm just establishing she's out of the scene for right now to do some stuff I'll handle later.
Okay.
Deckard's gonna go to the kitchen and grab the cup that has the black goo from that Kendra was puking up.
Yeah. As you look at it now, it's starting to get it's not as thick as it was before.
Is there anything special about he's swirling it around looking at there's not much I can do on an investigate move for that specifically, so.
Right. Yeah, do you want to you can touch it, you can drink it?
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna look at it for right now. He's still in a decent amount of shock right now, for having his sister paraded around and basically tortured in fucking front of him, and then her leaving.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not.
Yeah, there's
he's
not
being
much.
He's being uncharacteristically cautious for Deckard.
Yeah. Unless, you'd have to get real scientific with it and start playing around with it. You can't just look at it if you want to learn more.
I'm gonna shoot it. It responds. I know it's sentient.
No, it's not. It's
Is
not
it
It's not venom.
It's not venom. No.
God damn it.
Not venom.
We can also acknowledge that Vera's not here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very long phone
Does
call.
anybody else have any other things that they want to air out if they want to disappear?
I don't really think that's an option.
But Trudy, you're calling your mom back?
Yeah. She
Hmm.
she heads into like one of the side rooms, or just like far enough away that it'll be a little less clear what her mother's yelling. But just like steals herself and then just like calls her mother back.
Trudy!
Hi, sorry mom. I was
Am
on
I
the
not-
road. I couldn't.
Am I not important to you?
No,
Oh, the family's not important to Trudy.
No, mom. It's
you
not
hear
that. I was
you hear her yelling that out to someone, like she's screaming that to someone.
I was. Mom, I
We're
was
not
on the
important
road.
to her. We're not important to her. My daughter, who I pushed out for 10 hours. Ungrateful.
I was trying to drive safely, mom. It's the traffic was crazy.
Oh, you were driving? You were driving?
Yeah.
Where are
Mhm.
you?
Right now?
Yes.
Right now I just finished. I had to report to some policemen at the station, just about the case, and just drop off some stuff. Don't worry, it's gonna get cleared up real soon. Just how are you?
How dare you hang up on me twice? And I know you turned your phone off because I know what happens when I call a phone that's been turned off.
Yeah, that's. I wanted to make sure you knew that I was in a place where it wasn't safe to
Make
answer the
sure
phone.
I knew. Are you putting me in my place, my own child?
No, I just couldn't answer the phone, so I wanted to send a message so that you would understand what was going on because I respect you and I want you to understand
Listen.
what's going on.
Listen, Gertrude, God bless you, but you need to respect and honor your parents as we have taught you.
I know, Mom. It's I'm very sorry. It won't happen again.
You know,
One-time thing.
me and the girls, we pray for you every day.
I appreciate it.
And you'll be at the family dinner tomorrow? You will be at the family dinner tomorrow. She's not asking,
I will.
you can hear.
Yeah. Do you need me to bring anything?
Gertrude, you know you bring the bread rolls every time.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if you wanted me to bring like decadence or something as well. Like an apology because I did mess up this time.
No, we know here that you can't handle more than that. Be here tomorrow at 6 p.m.
Okay. Is it
God
okay if I
bless
bring
you. And she
Okay.
hangs up.
You have the overbearing mother roll down way too good.
Visceral!
I want to tell you, I don't know how, because my mom is like the opposite of that.
You just said, hey, you know what? I'm going to do the anti-my mom, and it'll work. It fucking worked. So
There was layers. You had all like the notes, the flavor down. It was insane.
the God bless you is what got me. I was like, ah.
It was me and your sisters have been praying for you for me. I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
okay. Damn, okay.
I've decided, yeah, they're Mormon.
They're Mormon.
Why must you hurt me in this way?
Your mom texts you the correct bread rolls to bring again, and then she sends you a screenshot that you don't, and then or not a screenshot, but she does text you. What she says a few months ago, you bought the wrong brand. Don't do that again. And you send a screenshot.
And she just Trudy just reacts to the message with like a little heart.
And that if that's too much for you, let me know, and I'll have your sister get a simple loaf of bread rolls.
No, I got it.
Okay.
She's like texts that back, and then like she sends off one more quick text. Just is it okay if I bring a friend along?
And you see the dots of like someone typing, and then it stops. And then you see the dots again. It stops.
She sends another text. It's just that they're interested in hearing more about it, and since I'm out of practice, I thought you guys might be the right people to tell them.
Hear them more. She texts back more. Hear more about what? The good word? Question mark.
Possible, yeah. If you want to come to dinner, this is the price.
So she'll say, of course, there's always more room at our table to tell people the good word.
You guys have fun at that dinner. Cassia has not invited herself to that dinner.
Oh shit. I'm gonna
Trudy's
go
gonna
hang.
make it clear that these are the stakes.
Like, Cassia has not invited herself to Trudy's family dinner.
She says, let me know who's coming, like how many people, and then buy another loaf of bread if you can handle that.
Okay. Love you.
She sends a heart. She sends a heart and a Bible emoji.
That's iconic, actually. I love her. Out of character.
Stay holy.
In character, that other text she received, was it from the right number or was it from just a random number?
You don't know that. It's an unknown number. It was random to you.
Okay. She's just gonna text back, "Who is this?" to that one then.
You get a text back a few minutes later. It says, "Don't want to chat over the phone. Meet in person."
When and where?
It says, "Give me a couple hours. I'll let you know."
Thumbs up.
Okay.
This
I
is
love
like
doing
the
text
blind date
conversations
version of
out
Tinder.
loud. Yeah, Trudy actually
Ghoster.
downloaded Tinder when you guys weren't looking, so I'm just
Yeah.
doing that on the side. Don't worry about it. Just in
Blinder.
case you guys refuse to come to the family dinner, she needs a
Yeah.
backup plan.
When and where?
His name's Raul. He doesn't speak English.
He's teaching me, actually. I learned so much.
We connected over horses.
Okay. Are you making any other calls or text sending?
Just wrapping that up, like telling her antique guy, like, yeah, I am. Never mind. I do want to set up, a viewing date, like a consultation or something, sometime in the future. I'll text you later, kind of thing, and then just gonna head back to everyone else.
Okay. And yeah, the antique dealer, he'll get back to you.
Cool. I'm sorry to take up so much time with Trudy's texting escapades.
No.
Character
Game
development. It's
work.
good for you.
Yeah.
Goddamn screenagers.
It's good for the soul.
Tay, you can come to the dinner tomorrow if you want. They're going to preach to you. So, you will receive a free copy of the Book of Mormon on the way out. So that's what you gotta buckle in for.
All right. Looking forward to it.
No, you're not.
are.
You're not.
Deckard's actually wait, really?
Bless your heart.
See, you're gonna get a lot of that, but
Oh,
probably a lot worse.
Do I need to bring anything?
I'm bringing bread rolls. It might be good form to bring like a dessert or something, but Mom also might think that that's rude and you're just frowning on her food. So just to be safe, don't bring anything.
All right, I can do that.
Yeah.
Bring mochi.
Who else is going to the family dinner?
If
I
anyone
think
else wants to come, you can, but again.
Deckard will go. Yeah.
Okay.
What better way to lay low than
We've turned our backs on investigating. We're becoming.
becoming
And
Mormons?
now you're
This is our
investigating
this is our Mormon arc.
Mm-hmm.
No, please, not the Mormon arc.
This is chapter 12, the Mormon arc.
This
Trudy's
is a
having
smooth,
flashbacks to her mission in Portugal.
it's
God.
smooth transition into the Mormon arc.
MC
Hey everybody,
traumatized us so
welcome
bad
to our
we all became
religious
religious.
podcast. Would you like to hear the good word today? Let's talk about the celestial kingdom.
Yeah, Veer's gonna come back and be just like, "What the fuck happened to you people?"
Naya's listening back through the episode to like catch up. Is like, what was this tangent? Sorry, Naya. Sorry from the past.
Listen, sometimes you just have to have a relaxing family dinner after your sister is tortured in front of you. You gotta,
Yeah.
Priorities.
Relax.
Priorities.
At
Yeah.
least this family wasn't tortured. That's something that you can look forward to. Not being reminded of that.
Cassia will
Oh,
not
yeah,
be
I
at
look at.
Yeah, where will Cassia be?
Cassia will not be at the dinner and will be providing no excuses why, but just will not be at that dinner.
Trudy gets it, man. If Trudy could skip these, she would.
Okay.
She's more surprised that Deckard and Tay are like, "Yeah, let's go eat dinner."
Yeah, for sure. Get ready for
yeah,
so
but-
much Jello, dude.
Before we get into that, let's take a quick break and then we'll get back into it.
Excellent.
trying to eat my French.
Okay, so we're back. So currently we're still at Vera's apartment. What would you guys like to do for the rest of the day? We can fast forward if we need to, if nobody really has any solid plans for the day. We just know tomorrow Trudy needs to get to that family dinner.
I specifically want to find Vera and make sure she's okay. That's
Yeah,
it.
you
Like,
can-
I know she stepped out to take a phone call and she missed all of that, but I want to step out and make sure she's okay. Until
You
that way,
can
I tell her I'm
you
leaving.
can call her, you can text her. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I'll call her.
Well,
Which phone?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna call all of
that's-
them.
that's
Just-
true.
I'm just gonna
You
go
go
down the line. Fuck it.
yeah, as you're going through down the line of all the different numbers that she has, she would let you know that she has to go meet up with Miles, and you can hear the disappointment in her voice.
Yeah.
No, she's.
The barely masked rage.
Listen, I was so excited I wanted to bring Miles in today, and I have the perfect theme song for him, but we'll do that next week. Oh my gosh.
Is it Careless Whisper? You have to tell me now or it's entrapment. Okay, cool.
When you hear, I'm gonna have so much fun when I play it for you guys.
You'll have
Um,
to tell me before you do, because I do always have the bot muted so that I can focus, but I do want to hear it.
Oh, okay. The signal will be like he's entering the scene. You know, it's just
I'll shoot you a DM when it starts playing.
it's when he enters the scene. That's his music. That's what you hear when you see him.
He has
And
like
then
a personal band that he hired to just keep the theme music rolling.
roll it. Okay. Is there anything else you guys would like to do? Okay, you called Vera. That's what's going on with her. I'm guessing you let her know what happened at her apartment at the same time.
Yep.
Oh, you
I
don't
told
need
her,
to
Or
like-
let her
you
know.
don't, but we're going to.
I mean, she'll find out soon enough. I'll just make sure the cats are fed.
Yeah.
And,
Trudy like tries to clean up a little bit so there's not just like, I assume there's a little bit of glass from when Tay shot a window. She just kind of like sweeps that up, writes a
Well,
little
there's-
sorry note on a sticky note, like puts it on the table.
Put it on the spot, the shot, like where the shot is. On
Put
the
it over the gunshot. Like
Please
trying
fix.
to hide it, but there's like clearly just spiderwebbing broken glass.
Yes.
Yeah, and then like as everybody leaves, I'm just saying this now so that it's not a thing later on. Deckard will take pieces of the splintered door and use them to like
Okay.
wedge in so that the cats
got
can't
it.
get out. That way they can still run around the apartment.
oh,
Just
And they
good
will get
thinking.
out. They will
Nice.
get out.
I do want to ask Trudy,
Yeah.
what are you apologizing for?
Just the inconvenience. It's not our fault, but I don't think that bitch is gonna apologize, so someone should.
Should be careful with all that swearing.
I'm having a moment. I'm sorry. I'll tone it back.
The fuck's wrong with swearing?
Not you.
Oh.
Trudy should be careful.
I'm not gonna swear.
No,
on my
I
friend.
like that. She
Don't
literally
worry.
told the bitch in here, said "fuck you" to her. Like,
Yeah,
screamed at her.
I
was
get
very
that.
happy
I
about
get that. It doesn't need to carry over though.
These are transferable.
No, they're not. I'm putting my foot down.
You get one rage to the. Okay, never mind.
No.
Foot's been put
Um,
down.
Actually, Trudy will just like wait with the cats long enough, like that they aren't getting out and causing trouble. Because she's the only place she has to go home to right now is like a shitty motel, so she can
Oh
just like
shit! Yeah.
wait till Vera's back and then she'll be like, "Okay, your cats are safe. Goodbye. Sorry about the bullet hole. It wasn't my fault. It was a warning shot."
Yeah. No, Vera is not. She's not back for a while.
Yeah.
So
I
Cool.
think at that point, could we just say like, "Hey, Trudy, do you mind cat sitting in the recently busted in?"
Oh yeah, no
Apartment.
problem.
All right.
I'll make sure everything's semi intact by the time she gets back.
you would notice as you guys are leaving, you guys all would notice, especially Tewu, you would notice the security cameras in the hallway, and there's a red blinking light, so seemingly they're on and active.
Good to know.
All right. Do we have time to
Just
get
something
down
you-
to the security
Mhm.
desk?
Yeah,
and-
yes, that's
I feel
what we
like
want
we're
to
not
do.
gonna be
so-
able to access that without Vera, because it's not gonna be like, "Hey, we're her house guests. Can we have all your security footage, please?" It does
I mean,
like
Tay's a
He's a
cop.
cop. He's a
He
cop.
is
Yeah,
more
he's a
reason.
cop.
And if,
Um,
the building security was so good, they would know that an apartment was broken into. So,
Would
anyway.
they get an alarm when the glass broke?
Uh,
If it's, I'm imagining it's one of the
no.
outer ones, but I might be wrong.
Well, if it's a SWAT team, they probably would have cut power to a bunch of stuff. But yeah.
Boo.
So you notice that everything is there's security here. There's a security guard downstairs as well as you enter into the lobby area to get to the elevator to get up here. They don't. Do you want to talk to the security guard? Or you guys are just making. Okay.
Unfortunately, I have a dog issue right now, so I'll have to be right back.
yeah.
Please take care of
Okay.
that.
Okay, no worries.
In the meantime, Cassie is gonna escalate and start, after seeing Deckard's sister and laying low, she's gonna start making some phone calls.
Okay,
So
who
I
you
don't-
calling?
I don't know if you're ready for that. I got a game plan.
What's your game plan?
You gave me a contact probably for way too long. You gave me a criminal underworld leader. I'm about to girl boss
I was
my.
making them really quick.
You may. I'm about to girl boss so close to the sun. You're gonna call me Icarus.
That's not your.
It's gonna be 11 years.
How old are you?
She's 28. This is kind of weird. But we'll roll with it.
17? No,
Yeah.
that's
People get into gangs at like age 12. That's fine.
This is 1 year after her dad disappeared. It's fine.
okay. It's 11 years, but I'm gonna say it's an acquaintance 11 years where you're just like on hold. It's not a deep relationship at all. It's not like, yeah, we talk every week.
He feeds my fish when
It's-
I'm gone.
It's more like, yeah, we met when I was 17. That was 11 years ago.
And she still has his number? Wow. Good for her.
Well, you learned how to just hold on as you got older, hold on to people's contact information. And if it changes, you're like, you keep up with that.
Yeah. So there is a Vincent. I don't know how you want to pronounce his last name. It is number 14.
Is it Russian as well?
No, it is not Russian. But it depends on how you want to say it. It is number 13 on the list.
Say it anyway, because I can't look at the list.
Marquez?
Marquez, yep.
You want to go Marquez?
That's how you say it.
Okay,
If
yeah.
it's
Vincent
Marquez.
Yeah.
Marquez, yep.
Okay. Didn't wanna butcher that in case it was anything else.
Okay. Are you
Marquez.
calling him?
Yes. Yes, I would be calling him.
Okay. Where are you at the moment though? Still there is walking.
Probably like outside Vera's building at this point.
Okay. You call Vincent. A few rings pass, and then you hear like that gruff voice you haven't heard in a few months. You guys barely keep in contact.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Hello."
Hi, Mr. Marquez. It's Cassia Fee from Vault 13.
Cassia.
Yeah. I'm the snitch for,
Oh.
well, they call me an informant, but I had some information for you, and I was wondering if we could meet up and maybe I could tell you some tales.
Sure, I'm pretty busy these days, but you said Vault 13, that bar.
Yeah, down in the industrial row.
Industrial zone? Yeah, I know it.
Yeah, you got a couple of gangs down there fighting for some turf wars. You know, same old.
I mean,
just
tell me what the info is real quick. My time shouldn't be...
I can't. I'm being watched by them, so if I say it out loud, it's just not gonna be, it's just gonna get pretty quick.
Well, how about this? How about I have a car come pick you up and I'll bring you to my spot?
Yeah, no, that sounds good. Just let me. You got time today? I'm assuming you want to know this because you don't want to get shot or anything like that.
You threatening me?
No, I'm not threatening you. Somebody else is.
Who's threatening me?
I can't
I know
say.
all
We're
the
in
people.
public. I'm in public, at least. I don't know if you're out in the bars. I don't know if you're out at your country clubs, you know.
Well, let me tell you this, Miss Fee. I'm safe.
Well,
I
I'm
don't know
glad you're
about you.
safe. I don't want to get shot in the middle of public.
So you want to meet because someone's out to get me?
There's information, yes.
There's information about someone who's. has a hit
I
out on me.
can't be specific. You know they're sitting across the street watching me right now.
I'll send a call for you in 2 days' time.
All right, that's fine.
It'll be at the bar, 8 p.m. Saturday.
You're lucky I'm not working that day.
I'm lucky.
Yeah, you're lucky you're waiting 2 days for this.
Okay. He hangs up.
Gotta start somewhere.
You're telling this man he's lucky.
Cassie's
Cassie-
strategy, antagonize.
Cassia's strategy is, hey, I'm the informant. You want the information? You like, you know it's gonna be good. She has a good reputation.
Okay.
Great reputation.
That's what she calls
Okay.
her ass.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, honey.
Oh god, don't say it that way.
Okay. So, now that you're back, Tay, do you still want to talk to the security guard, or do we want to fast forward to
Yeah,
Judy's?
sure. Quickly, if we can, just to see if we
Yeah.
can recover the tapes.
Yes. As you make your way downstairs, you see a security guard. He's sitting like on a stool. He's not in any type of room, but you just see him sitting down, kind of, peacefully watching everybody who walks in and out.
He's clearly oblivious to the fact that the SWAT team came in and broke into an apartment upstairs.
If they did break in, I mean, you can talk to him.
All right. So, is there a name tag?
Yeah. Jerry Bucky. Jerry
Jer-
Buckner. Sorry, Buckner.
Jerry Buckner.
Love
Okay.
this guy.
Jerry. How long have you been security guard in this?
Well,
wonderful
hello
building?
there. And he looks very happy. He just looks like a calm, happy guy. Got some glasses on. Hello there, Bella. How can I help you?
Jerry, how long have you been working here?
I've been working here about 5 years.
All right. Would you happen to know about the break-in upstairs? The SWAT team,
Hmm?
smash door.
And you look at him, he genuinely looks confused. He's looking at you.
Oh,
Well, I don't
shit.
know what you're talking about there, pal. I've been sitting out here looking out this front door, these glass doors that I clean as well. They look very big and span. No, I haven't seen anything.
Well, Jerry, it would seem like this is going to be your last day of employment here. Unless, of course, you can cooperate with the police, and I'll show him my badge.
Oh, you're the police. Oh, okay. Okay.
Do you have the security footage for the building?
I don't have the security footage. I know where the office is at, where they, record everything.
Yes, please then take us there.
Sure. And he gets up and he walks over to the door where security's at. It's a nondescript door off to the side. He takes out his keys. He opens it. He's like, yeah, go on in. And you see like computers and everything working as it should. You see all the security cameras and as they change from different hallways and different floors and stuff like that.
All right. Can I take a
Anything
minute?
else you need, officer?
Yeah, you might want to check on apartment, whatever Trudy's apartment is.
Trudy? Who's
no,
that?
sorry, not Trudy. Sorry, Vera. Vera's apartment up, whatever her number.
Oh, yes,
Who's
Miss
that?
Vera. She's very beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. Um, you might want to go check on that apartment though.
Sure. I mean, I have to stay down here.
Don't worry
Um,
about it.
but if-
My big friend here will take care of the front desk while you're.
Do you point to Deckard?
Yep.
I'm sorry. He looks at you, Deckard. Well, hey there, pal. How much do you lift?
How much you weigh?
On a good day, 145.
Get 3 of you, give or take. Wait,
Wow.
which lift are we talking about here? And he's gonna like guide him away from the doorway as he's talking to him.
He starts talking about all the like barely gym stuff he knows.
So- oh,
Um,
you do Pilates? That's cool. What, you have like yoga pants? Yeah, a nice tight fit. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to be in touch with my core, which is what my wife tells me.
Did you ever try those shoes that look like they're kind of like gloves for your feet? The barefoot ones.
Yeah, but I have some issues with my toes, so they irritated my toes, so I couldn't really run with them.
Yeah, that makes sense. You know, you gotta start small. You gotta like start walking slowly with them.
Okay. Well, let me tell you, my wife Deborah, she's great, and he goes into a whole spiel about
Oh, I'm
him
full.
and his
I'm
wife.
fully invested in Jerry's
Yeah.
story right now. I want him to talk to me while Tay does his thing.
Oh, I mean, Tay is fully. You guys don't have to sneak around. He fully let you in there. There's no like, you don't have to distract him. But yeah, he does go on and tell you about Deborah and his wife and all that good stuff. So you're inside of this room. Anything you're looking for specifically, or
Yeah, footage for first of all how they got into the building.
Okay.
How many people were there? Like if there's a vehicle that they came in. If there was a vehicle, if I can get the plates.
Okay? I'm gonna need you to, you're gonna investigate for me, and it's gonna be at a -2 because they have high tech gear. So the status or whatever would be, I don't know, advanced tech 2.
Oh, should
Right,
I
so
take
they
the
have that with
blinded condition away?
Yes,
Unblinded.
you and
Okay.
Cassia, yeah.
Permanently blinded.
Yeah, I just
Hard
permanently
move. Your mom's
blinded.
mad at you, and you're blind.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom. She would still find a way to blame you for it.
It's your fault you
Yeah.
didn't close your eyes.
This is what you get for leaving the church, man. That's how it goes.
God blinded you.
And so for the weakness tag, all alone. It's very vague, so you are technically all alone.
Okay. Oh, and a -2 you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How come it won't take the -2? Weird. It keeps going back
We
to
could
0.
just-
I think she has to do it herself.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay. I just.
Oh shit.
Oh, the
and then-
modifier
Did it
was
do
on
the
there.
cuss?
Yeah,
Yeah, it did the -2.
in this too.
Oh, you got a 10, so you get 1 clue. What would you like to ask? Got 1 question.
I'd like to get the plates of the vehicle that the woman arrived in.
Ooh, this is the true answer. Are you sure you want to go with that question? Because I have the answer to it, but I want to give a little leeway as an MC.
Okay, since
see the wheels
you're,
working in his
you're
head.
strongly
There's a
dissuading me from
warning.
asking that question,
There's a
I
warning
will
with
ask
it.
a different question. then.
Okay. Okay.
Aside from the mysterious lady, Kendra, and the SWAT team, did they all? I don't know if this counts as one question or not, but I want to know if they all would not fit in one car. Was there anyone else with them? Someone that remained in the hallway that we did not see, that of interest?
In the hallway that you do not see? No. There
just more
was
guards?
just there was more people. That's who you didn't see.
Hmm.
So she didn't come with a, a handful of people, like 4 or 5. She came very much ready for war.
How did they get past the front
Yeah.
desk?
That would be.
Well, yeah, your character doesn't know.
No, I'm just spitballing here.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have been able to just gather that from the videotapes, like which entrance they came from, like underground parking lot or back door or.
Well, it would have been more of part of the clues. You only got
Okay.
one.
Okay.
The other stuff is looking like it's been tampered with. That's why you have to roll. Like if it didn't look like it wasn't tampered with and it was just a regular, just like mob guys or common thugs or whatever, you wouldn't have had to roll. You probably would have seen everything clearly. But they do still have advanced tech. And so they had someone on the inside purposely messing with the recording like files that you see right now.
Someone on the inside, like Jerry.
No, like someone who works with
Jerry
them
would
for
never
them.
hurt anyone. He's my
You could
favorite guy. He'd never
Fuck
hurt
Jerry.
anyone.
Not Jerry.
I
Jerry's
just
behind it all.
I feel like
I am
Jerry's
a-
too simple for this.
I am a Jerry Buckner stan, and I will stand by him through everything. So, try it.
He and Trudy talk about their favorite soups.
All right. Okay, well, I blew
That's
that one.
about it. You
Sorry,
can
guys.
kind of see like a lot of this stuff is even the picture of the video is looking bad right now. It's like looking scratched and stuff. Okay, you make your way out, Tay?
Yep.
Jerry's still talking to you, and he's like, you see a little tear in his eye, and he was like, yeah, that a year ago she was really sick, and then we had to go to the hospital, and we had to stay strong,
Was it Hot Doctor Hospital?
What? What is that?
There's this hospital we go to. They got all the doctors, all the staff. They're like really hot. That's why I was asking.
No, we went to Century. We went to Century Hospital.
Oh yeah, Century Mercy. I got you. Well, is she
Yeah.
okay now?
Oh yeah, she's stronger than ever. We go out on our walks every day.
Nice. Well, you know what?
Yes.
Yeah. Said, well, if I ever come back this way, we can all go out for dinner at one time. It'd be great.
Well, that would be great, Deckard. You
Yes,
have
it
a
would.
lucky lady in your life?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Open the phone book and just start stabbing your finger down the page. I'm sure we will hit one of them eventually.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Ladies man.
Sure. Yeah. We'll go with that.
Okay. Well, you have a good day, Deckard, and your police friend. I do have to get back to my job. And he goes back to just sitting on the stool and, his eyes going back and forth in the front, blissfully unaware.
We really need to tell Vera that she needs better security in her building.
I Tay,
Jerry.
they'd be walking out so that they can't be heard, so Jerry's feelings don't get hurt. It's like, Tay, I honestly think he was hired because he's a simpleton. Like, I really don't. It's Vera for one. I really think the type of people that want to be in this building don't want to be like watched. Really, just a hunch.
Good
Just
point.
a hunch. So.
Well, okay, so is Cassia going to the dinner? Did you guys have that conversation? Does Trudy even know what's going on?
Trudy does not know what's going on.
Okay.
Ever.
Well, then
yeah.
you need to tell Trudy.
I think I feel like Trudy just like told everybody, okay, here's like the time, and if you want to come, here's the place that you're gonna need to meet me. We're gonna just take public transit and get there.
Just say Trudy's mom did tell her to tell her how many people were coming.
Yes, she would.
We've already RSVP'd this shit.
Yeah, I think we confirmed 2 people. But just to be safe, she would say 3 because she doesn't know if Vera is gonna see the text and then choose to show up. And if not, she'll just be like, I guess they weren't ready to hear the gospel, Mom. I don't know what to tell.
Okay. So we're going to fast forward. It's now Friday. Let's go forward a little bit on the calendar. It's Friday. It is. I'm sorry to do this to you, Judy. It's 6:05 p.m.
Are you sorry that it's
Okay.
6:05, or are you sorry that it's dinner time?
I'm sorry that it's 6. I'm sorry that it's 6:05.
You're 5 minutes late.
I'm 5 minutes late. Oh God. Trudy's rushing. She's. Oh
But
God.
the thing
Usually she'd be
is,
leaving like half an hour early.
you're outside the house. You're late because you're waiting for everybody else to show up.
Oh God. Can I say that she did, like, on her way back from Vera's yesterday, pick up the bread rolls, the correct brand?
Okay,
Like,
yeah,
she
yeah.
was careful about that.
I won't make you roll for it.
Cool.
Hard move. It's the wrong brand.
Hard move. It's not gluten free, and you know damn well that Gabby's going gluten free. Okay.
I'm getting Charlie with a golden ticket, but with Vera with a bag of bread, just running down the street.
Yes. Okay, who's showing up next? It's 6:05. Trudy, you're tapping your foot. You know you need to get in there.
Yeah.
But
she
you
is
also know that you have to
worried.
walk in with everybody because your mom's needs to accept everybody at once. It's just a weird rule of hers.
Yeah. No. People can't just come wandering in later. You are punctual. You are with your guests, or you're fucked.
I think
Yeah.
Tay, would you bring me in the squad car?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
We can carpool. Not a problem.
Okay. You see it turn to 6:06. Where if Cassie rolls up late, I see the smile on your face.
You know, oh, you know Cassie is coming in. Cassie's wearing the hottest fucking outfit you've ever seen in your life.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
No sleeves, tattoos on, glitter skirt.
You are
rolling
giving
it.
her mother a lot of ammo.
I can't
Yeah.
wait.
You're not even trying to. You're not. She's not even giving you.
No, it's a nice outfit. It's a nice blouse. It's a nice long skirt, goes down to her knees, and she's wearing a cute pair of heels and no blonde wig. It's fine.
Oh, okay. I feel like the blonde wig's not what I was worried about, but an absolute slay. Maybe just the wrong event.
Yeah.
And this
No,
is the
she
first.
looks amazing. She's not
She
supposed to
looks
look like
amazing,
that.
and this is the first time that Trudy and the crew are seeing her tattoos as well. So
She was like, oh my gosh, who's your artist? You know, trying to make small talk. I don't know if Cassie's
No,
gonna
she's not.
acknowledge it.
Cassie is not there yet, but it's 6:07, and you finally see a squad car pull up, and
Oh, thank
Tay and Deckard get out. What are you both wearing?
was cranking Thin Lizzy. Boys are back in town as they pull up. So
Yeah. What are you guys wearing?
I'm
I've-
just wearing the same old.
guys are
What
wearing
is
the
your
same.
What's your same old?
Probably a dark collared shirt, trench coat, hat.
Okay. Drake.
Yeah.
I mean, Deckard. Sorry.
Oh,
oh, you didn't. It doesn't count.
Yeah,
You didn't
it
call the
doesn't
other one.
count.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No, we're good.
We're good.
No. So Deckard would have been like, he probably would have tried to appease Trudy's like mom, or at least the vibe that they're supposed to have at the dinner. So he would have put on like a fucking like trousers, like a dress
Okay,
shirt, like a
pants.
maroon dress shirt, no tie. It's like the top button's unbuttoned, but it's just because he has no room to like actually put one on there without strangling himself. So he's dressed presentably. Just the fact that he has a fucking mohawk that's slicked back is probably already gonna be bad enough. And he has
Okay.
sleeves. He has sleeves.
Okay.
listen, Trudy knows she's fighting a losing battle, but that's okay.
Okay, you guys. You finally show up.
Hey, okay.
Who's you
Little
knocking on
late.
the door?
Yeah. Ring the doorbell. She's like holding the bread bag in front of her. So that's the first thing her mom sees, because that's what her mom is really looking forward to. I assume.
Your mom. You hear someone walking towards the door. You hear heels. Click,
No
clack,
swearing,
ding,
guys.
ding.
The fuck?
Yeah, get it all out.
Oh.
Your mom opens the door, and you guys see a woman who's about, I'm going to describe your mom for you, Trudy. She is like 5'9". She's very slender, and she very much cares about her appearance and appearances. There's not one hair out of place. She kind of looks like a Stepford wife, but she is very, very beautiful. She has like dirty blonde hair, right? And it's been curled to perfection. And she has an apron on, and it looks like, and she has like one of those, like she was about to pull something out of the oven. She has like an oven mitt in one hand, but she rushed to the door, and she looks amazing and all prim and proper. And she opens the door, and she says, "Oh, you remembered our address."
Yeah, sorry I'm late.
Oh, how surprising. We almost thought we need to send a map. Come on in. Oh, are these your friends? Please, come in,
Yes.
come in.
Yeah, this is
Nice.
Deckard, this is Taewoo.
Nice to meet you,
This
ma'am.
is my mother.
She leans in to give you a handshake, Taewoo.
I hug her.
Turns into a it turns into a hug. She takes it. Oh, okay, we do hugs here. Of course. And then she goes to give you a hug to Deckard.
Deckard will just like, hello, and like he's massive, but still.
Yeah, and so she backs up and she looks at you guys. Like, it's very quick, but she does get, like, looks you both up and down really quickly. And she goes, Trudy, please come
Yes.
here. Please come here for 1 second. And she takes you off to, like, a side room.
Oh, and then you hear Cassia all of a sudden coming up behind. You hear another set of heels, and then you hear
Oh, like she was waiting for the perfect entrance.
you know,
She
Cassia
came-
was waiting for the perfect moment. She shows up
She's
with a
hiding in
bottle
the
of
car.
In the mailbox, like
She's
sticking
a-
out every once in a while.
And Cassia goes, "Sorry, I'm late, guys." And she brought some red wine.
Oh,
no.
Trudy, who is this?
This is Cassia. I'm so sorry. She was walking a little behind us.
And she's looking at you, huh. That's an interesting outfit. I read an article saying that's the style now. Thank you for being so trendy.
I know.
And,
That's... Thank you.
She doesn't shake your hand though.
Cassia's fine with
Just
that.
Please come in. It's quite
Thanks for
cold out
having
here.
me.
Of course. A friend of Trudy's is a friend of the family's.
Can Trudy
And-
try to like snatch the red wine from her hand and just like shove it behind the coats and like
Yeah,
the
Yes,
tall
that's
tree?
going to be a sneak around move to try to do that.
Wait, what do I get to roll? I want to counter roll that. I'm bringing the wine.
Face danger.
Face danger! Danger!
I'll
Trudy's
roll
trying
it.
to take your
I'll
wine.
straight roll a d20 right now. Best of d20 gets the wine.
Let me go grab my d20. Hold on.
I do fucking roll it right now.
Wait till she comes back. Wait till she comes back.
I got the penguin. Which one are we going with? Penguin? Metal dice.
Metal.
Your mouth is so far away from the mic.
Metal.
Penguin or metal dice?
Metal.
I'm back and I
All
have my
right.
d20s.
Are you guys ready? I'm gonna count down from 3. Then you guys are gonna roll. In 3, 2.
Oh, wait.
One.
Do you have your dice?
Yeah, she has
does.
it.
Yeah, it's massive.
3,
Okay.
3, 2,
10.
1. Roll.
9.
10.
Oh!
Damn it.
Trudy goes to try to grab the wine, and you are just too swift for. You just pull it. You raise it up a little high. What do you know? What
This
do you
was
say as she's trying-
expensive. This was expensive.
And your mother
says-
brings the wine.
Please.
You could see it in your mom's eyes. Gertrude. Gertrude.
Sorry,
Come,
I-
please, young lady. And you know when she says that, what that means.
Yeah.
Come with me right now, please. And she's trying to keep it together in front of the guests. And she directs you to the kitchen, you all. Please go to the kitchen and we will be there shortly.
Are there shoes by the door?
Yeah,
No.
I'm sure there's like a hall tree with like
Okay.
little
Yeah.
shoe cuppies.
So Tay's looking a little confused. 'Cause he's-
Asian household.
Mhm. Um,
Is this like a
He'll take off
care?
his shoes anyway, and just kind of leave them
Okay.
there, and then walk in.
Gertrude, you're
Yes.
off to the side room now, and she's looking at you,
Yes.
and she doesn't say anything for like an uncomfortable amount of seconds.
I'm sorry about them. Again, this is kind of why I brought them to dinner, because I figure you guys would, help. I didn't think Cassia would bring any wine or anything.
Listen, of course, every soul can be saved. I will not have alcohol in my home.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell her to take it out and like leave it in the car or something.
You will do that now.
Okay. And then Trudy just comes like screaming outside and is like, Cassia, can we just like put it in the car or something? There is no alcohol in this house. That's a really strong rule here.
There's no. But this was like.
It's
This was expensive! I got this from a guy!
no, absolutely. Just enjoy it in your own time. You're not gonna get any joy out of it here. Trust me on
Listen,
this
I
one.
don't even. Okay. Decker, do you not
I'm
want
sorry.
this?
I'll
Do you
take
know-
it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Just, you'll take it? Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah,
And
just, not in the
you
house,
go
please.
you go back into the kitchen. You see there's two tables. You see other people. Is your dad around? I think so.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, okay.
Her dad's he like shows up and he puts food on the table and then he disappears because he doesn't want to be here.
He's here today though, and he's sitting at the head of the table, but he's just very quiet. And he's not really saying anything. He's just waiting for the food to get here and just to be served to him.
Hey, Dad. Good to see you.
He
That's your
says
dad?
he goes, "Hey, Trude." And
How's work?
he just grunts. He just says, "Mm."
Okay.
So as you guys all take your seat, your mother, a few of your sisters are there as well. Your mother, as she's kind of getting the food out of the oven, she says, "It's nice that you could finally make it, Gertrude."
Yeah, just been busy with the shop the past few times, but I wouldn't miss this for the world.
Of course, you can't miss it. And she laughs after she says it. Your sister always says how much she misses you at these dinners. We all wondered if you remembered you had a family. And she
Yeah.
laughs as she, gets the food ready, and she sets the final kind of like pot roast on the middle of the table and starts to cut it.
Good pot roast.
But she starts to cut it and starts to put it on different plates and starts to hand it out to everyone. Well, she feeds your father first because he's the head of the
Obviously,
household.
yeah. Trudy's giving everybody like significant looks and like kind of just going like this, like don't eat yet. We have not said grace.
And your mom's like, as she's cutting, she looks over, gives a side eye to Deckard. Anyway, Gertrude, your father and I pray for you every night. It's so good to see those prayers aren't completely in vain.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
So, the food's all passed out. The dad has the plate first, and your mother goes to the other end of the table, and she sits down. Okay. And she reaches out her hands.
Wait, what's the seating order?
Yeah. Let me place your tokens, and then you tell me where you're sitting.
I want to sit next to the mom.
You little freak. Trudy's next to the mom. I'll let you know, Trudy. That's where you're sitting.
Which of her siblings are here, and did they bring like any of their spouses or kids or whatever, or is it just like Trudy, her parents, and like
The
Daddy, your
sisters,
father?
two of your sisters are here. They're also at the table. They're sitting next to you. So it's like one side it's the sisters, the other side is the guests that you brought, and then the table in the back is where like kids are and like spouses. So your mom made sure that you sat next to her and that your friends had a space close to her.
We got to keep the apostates close.
And okay, so the dad's sitting on this end here, and so the mom's on the other end. So Decker's right here then. Okay. You see the mom. She reaches out her hands like this to Trudy and to Deckard.
just do the prayer hands, guys. Not in character. This is with her mind. She's just trying to communicate, guys. Just hold hands.
She
It's
wishes
a
she had
thing.
like the message spell right now, so she goes.
Yeah, I
Just
feel
send
like
it to everyone,
I feel like
just
Decker's
go
the only
along
one
with
that's
it.
actively trying to like help Trudy get through fucking dinner, so he'll take the
Just-
hand thing without
Just
issue.
act
Okay.
Christian for 5 minutes, and we can have some good pot roast and get out of here.
Okay, Cassia, Tewu.
Yeah, so I'm certainly up for holding hands. I'm just following along what everyone else is doing.
Okay.
Is this the part where we
Cassia?
hug?
Yeah,
Yes.
Cassia is just staring at the mom. Arms crossed. Just smiling.
Seeing that Cassie's not putting her hands up, I'm just going to put my hand on her shoulder.
I need you to take the risk,
Say less.
Cassia.
What kind of
Greatest
tags would she
danger we
need for
face
that?
today.
Yeah, what kind of tags am I
Really
using
first
for
of all.
this?
Hmm?
What kind of
What kind
tags?
of tags?
Yeah, tags, or am I just straight raw dogging this?
Any tags that can go against. Yeah, just do it raw.
Okay.
I didn't want to say raw. That's why I was trying to figure something out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
less.
I didn't
Made me
either.
say it.
You wanted to give her a tag so bad, just that you didn't have to say.
I get a
raw.
hard bargain or an ugly choice. I get threatened to get. I'm getting
looks
kicked
like-
out.
It looks like you. Young lady, in this house, we say
Mhm.
grace before we eat. So if you would be respectful in someone's home, you would reach for my dear husband's hand as we bow our heads to pray.
Cassia just moves her arms up.
Do you grab his hand?
Yeah, I'm in the middle between Tewu and Deckard, so.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were next to the husband. Okay, so you grab their hands.
I got a 7.
Okay.
She'll humor her.
Good girl. And she bows her head. She does a
Feel
our
Deckard's
Lord, our
Grip,
Lord in heaven.
squeeze a little bit.
Deckard, you feel her thumb
Uh-huh.
like swipe over your hand.
He's into it. He's fine.
Hey, yo! Hey!
Just- He'll like lower it
As
down a
she's
little
praying-
bit so
as she's praying.
so it can be
Deckard,
hidden
if you
from
become
other
my
people.
stepfather, I swear to God, dude.
You're next to be kidnapped.
You feel the slight the swipe of her thumb as she's kind of like rubbing your hand as she's praying. If you look at her other hand, she's not doing that to Trudy.
Mhm.
She goes, "Our Lord in heaven, bless this food as we," and then it goes on. It goes on for like 1 minute. It's like obnoxiously long. And then she says, "Amen," and she lets go of Trudy's hand and like stays on yours like 2 seconds longer.
Mhm.
And then she
Oh,
like pats herself.
Like, he's not pulling away. He's letting her do the whole shebang.
So, what do you do for work? She looks at you, Cassia.
I do a lot of things. Personally, I've been bartending for the last 11 years. Well, 10 years. 11 years this year.
And that's your work. You're proud of it?
Yes, ma'am.
When you were young, you grew up and you wanted to be a bartender. Interesting. Anyway, Trudy,
Yes.
how are you doing these days?
You know, a little stressed out from the everything that's going on, but it should be handled soon. And shouldn't hurt or affect anyone for too much longer, so feeling
And-
blessed.
And how do you like the food? It's your favorite dish? Or at least it was your favorite dish the last time
It-
you were here.
It still is.
Oh.
It's very good, thank you.
Okay. And you guys are eating pot roast, you got some corn, green beans, mashed potatoes, and the bread that Trudy brought.
It's good
I'm
bread.
so glad you brought the right brand, honey.
Yep.
There's a wrong brand of bread.
Of course, there's a wrong brand of everything.
So, Mrs. What? Do you mind if I call you by your first name? Trudy, what's your mom's first name?
Mrs. Morrow.
Mrs. Morrow. That's. Do you
Hmm.
have a first name? Were you given a Christian name when you were born?
I was given a good Christian name, and then I married my husband,
Yes.
and now I take on his name, of course.
Oh, and you take on his name. Yes. So I'm
Of course,
assuming
there's
everybody
no other way.
everybody just calls you Mrs. Morrow. You don't.
Oh, they
You
do,
don't.
yes.
Sunday Bible school. No one calls you by your first name.
No. And she gives a small smile.
And Cassia's just cutting into the food. She's like sitting up, like really, really proper. So I've noticed you've been calling Trudy a lot. It's been kind of overwhelming, to be honest.
She is my daughter, of course, and if it's overwhelming, that's her issue and not yours.
Yeah, that's so funny that you mentioned that because it's really becoming a we problem here.
We?
It's,
Yes.
It's fine, Cassia. You know, just
Oh,
normal
Trudy,
family
honey,
communication.
don't worry. No, this is fine. This is the last thing we need to deal with on our plate.
Gertrude, is there something you're not telling your family, your sisters,
Oh.
and your father? Your father's
No.
completely silent. He's just kind of eating, head down.
That's just Steven for you, man. He's just here for the food.
Shout out to Steven.
Shout out to Steven, girl.
I
Steven,
will
Jerry,
say,
MVPs
I
of the
will
night.
say, because of the questioning that Cassie is doing, there is a new.
Oh shit.
What is it? The story tag. Story tags can have spectrums, right? Just double checking.
Awkward
Or
too.
status.
Status is what you would like. It's just
Okay.
like yeah.
The
like-
status is rising tension.
Mhm.
1.
And that
No.
basically that'll function like the spectrum, but it's kind of like a filter. But it's the status will, if it increases, and it has like a countdown, it's for the scene, not necessarily for us. So
Right.
Is there
Yeah,
something
no.
you're not telling us, Gertrude?
No, you guys got me. There's not much going on.
Of course, she kind of cuts you off at the end of your sentence. Of course, there's nothing wrong with my daughter, and she would tell me everything and anything if there's anything wrong with her. I think I know my child better than you, Miss. I don't know your last name.
Fee. Miss Fee.
Okay, Miss Fee it is.
Yeah, no, it would be apparent that you know a lot about your daughter because, man, you call a lot for a mother. It's really
Oh, you must not have a mother.
no. She's gone. She's been gone.
I could tell. And so she goes to you, Trudy, and she says, "You know, the church's youth activities really are something special. I always thought you would have enjoyed them. There's still time, Gertrude."
Yeah, I know. I'm just not interested in Relief Society right now, or the singles ward. So
And she
maybe
looks at
someday.
you, Taewoo and Deckard. Deckard, she puts her hand on your arm,
hmm
God.
and she goes,
there's a slight tensing just because.
"Oh, just because."
Uh,
She goes, "You know, we found such joy in our church community, dear. There's always room for one more, or two more, or even three." As she looks at Cassia, if you all ever feel curious, the joy of
So-
the Lord and all. And then she finally removes her arm from your arm.
So, Mrs. Morrow, you don't have a first name and you're calling quite a bit. Do you have any reason why, or do they just let people do anything these days?
Now, our community service project was so fulfilling. Let me tell you all here.
Wow.
It's truly living the gospel, if I might say.
Yeah.
I'd love for you all to come and feel that joy in your hearts. She looks at you,
Wow.
Cassia, doesn't say anything. God bless you all. She starts to eat, finally.
Wow.
She takes a bite, but she looks at you, Deckard, as she's taking the bite.
Yeah, he's like matching the eye contact.
That's what the
just-
rising tension is, by the way. It's sexual. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Like, this is really
Cass-
good. Did you make this?
In front of Steven? No.
Cassia's glaring at
unaware.
Deckard.
He's Jerry's brother. He's so unaware. I'm just kidding.
I can feel Cassia's
Jerry's my
glare
uncle,
at the
let's
back of
go.
my head.
Deckard.
Huh? What's up?
Can we not
What?
do this right now?
You're saying
I'm
this out loud,
hungry.
Cassia?
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Well, I'm
okay.
hungry.
Not in front
Yes.
of my food.
Let this man
No,
He's more
obviously eats
thirsty
a
than
lot.
hungry.
Tell me when you're hungry for more.
Okay.
That's what
I
she said. You
absolutely
can-
will.
No, he
I
will not
absolutely
be
will.
telling you, and you will be talking to me instead.
What?
Oh
What's
god.
going? Gertrude, what is going on with this woman here?
Cassia's very. She has a very strong and wonderful
It's-
will, Mother.
It's now at rising tension 2.
Ooh, shit.
Mrs. Mara, I'd prefer you stay to your side of the table. I don't need you reaching over. I believe
Well, it's
that's
I
one of
guess
your
it's a good thing
commandments.
I have no sides and I'm at the head of the table.
I hope you stay there then, and you
Of course.
don't start taking sides as
The
options.
head is where I'm supposed to be. Anyway, you Deckard, your name was?
Yes.
Well, I would love to pray with you personally later. I have
I mean,
a
I don't
feeling
really
about-
know how to, but
Oh, I'll
I'm a
take
fast
it.
learner. I'm a quick learner.
Okay, Deckard, we're
Would you
gonna
like to come see some baby photos or something?
Deckard.
Let's go to the piano room.
I like
Baby
it's-
photos?
the idea is that Deckard is completely oblivious to what he's doing.
Deckard,
Huh?
Can we-
I will
let's go
tell
to the
her where you
photos.
live if you keep this up.
Now, why would you do that?
Are you saying
I'm-
are you saying
I'm-
that out loud? You're not
Yes,
trying to-
100%. She's sitting there and she's like, Deckard, I will
Alright.
tell her right now, and I will make this a lot worse.
Rudy's looking at her father.
Your sisters are looking at you like, who did you bring?
I think the idea that
Deckard.
also that
Like
Decker's the only
one of
one
your
with like a
sisters is like
visible
elbowing
scar.
you. Yeah. One of your sisters elbowing you, she whispers, Judy, who the hell did you bring to dinner?
My friends, Gabby. It's
The hell? Mom's gonna.
Anyways, do you
gonna-
guys have any animals here? You know, my friend, my detective friend here loves cats. Not sure if you guys are cat people, dog people. Neither. We
we
just
had-
praise the
we had
Lord.
cats when I was a kid, but they died. So I think we still have rabbits, but they're in the backyard.
Yes, of course we have the rabbits.
Go say hi to the rabbits if we like.
Well, dinner's not over, so you can't get up and say hi to the rabbits yet.
Okay.
Your sister Gabby's like, Trudy, I swear to God, you're dead. You are so dead.
I'm not doing anything.
You brought them here. All the sisters are kind of like tensely like the dad, like just want to eat and get out.
There's
Feel it.
like tense like exchanged stares like across the sister side of the table. Like Gabby's looking at Rose, Rose is looking at Trudy. Trudy's looking at both of them. It's awkward.
Yeah.
Sorry, you said your name was Gabby?
She's like, yeah. And she looks at her mom like nervously. Yeah. God bless you.
Oh, thanks.
Just, like,
Do you want to roll? Because I have extras. Do you want one?
No.
Okay. What about you? The one next to her.
Gert, can I pull you in for just a sec?
What's that?
We don't smoke or drink like coffee, tea, or alcohol here. It's a word of wisdom. It's wild. Just don't offer people smokes. Just
Oh no, it's bread.
It's a
Bread.
roll.
I'm
Carry
asking
on.
bread. Yeah.
I thought you were pulling out marijuana, and I was really worried.
Oh God!
No, no.
If he pulled out actual
Hey, anybody want to get high?
max out the rising tension.
Instant loss. Rocks fall. Everyone dies.
Okay.
And
Ignore that.
he's gonna look down at Decker's gonna look down at Cassie like, hey, and he's gonna lean in just slightly. Are you all right?
Hold on, I'll make it better. So, Mrs. Morrow, about those phone calls, we really need to circle back about that.
You know, I was reading in the Book of Mormon today.
Oh, great book.
I made-
Great
Yes.
bedside table material.
Yeah.
I read it every night before bed, and I was thinking. I was reading a passage. It made me think of you.
Oh my god, that's so kind of you.
Please don't quote Mosiah right now, Mom. We're trying to have dinner.
Why shouldn't I, Trudy?
We're trying to have
Why
dinner.
shouldn't everyone hear the good word at any moment of the day?
I just kind of figured we do that after dinner when we're not talking
Trudy,
about
it's
else.
okay. If your mother wants to tell me something, on top of her 80 phone calls that she does, to your phone, I definitely think I can hear her out a little bit. Because, man, if I don't get rid of that damn ringtone that your mother has.
Young lady, you will watch your language in this house. And she says that seriously, like she sets her tableware down. Like as you said, damn. She says that to you. Rising tension goes to 3. And once.
This is going great, guys.
I love being here.
She kind of doesn't slam her food utensils down, but she sets them down and she says that to you. You will watch your language in this house.
So what's our conflict resolution skills here? I assume that we're going to have a conversation about all these phone calls and you keep talking about the Lord. You know, the Lord wouldn't want us to avoid our problems.
Miss Fee, since you stepped into this house, it seems you have been set on causing chaos here.
I'm not here
Please,
to cause...
I am not finished talking.
Big man over here.
You will be respectful or you will leave.
Mrs. Morrow,
Gertrude.
this is now
Gertrude. She's not looking at you.
I think Cassie was trying
You
to
will
sneak-
escort your friend out if she will continue to be disrespectful in my own home, and I will not have it. Your sisters head down. Your father is finally looking up, still not saying anything though, but even he kind of looks a little scared. You take the status nervous too, Trudy.
Yeah, that tracks. Got that boy.
What is Tay doing?
Yeah, what is Tay
He's
doing?
just like wide-eyed, just walking up, looking up and down the table at this conversation while chewing a piece of bread.
Oh, he's being
Can you pass the
entertaining.
peas, please? I'm just like, this is popcorn.
None of the
What family's
family
got
members pass anything to you, but you could still ask. And the mother's not looking at you as you say it.
And these bread rolls, Trudy, they're just melt in your mouth. They're just amazing.
Thank you. They're from Walmart.
Oh.
Fantasy Walmart. I don't know if Walmart exists in this universe.
And
Wall
you know
world.
you know what's missing from this meal? A good glass of red wine.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm sure Miss Fee, who works at a bar, you guys can visit there and drink all you want. But God bless your soul.
I don't know if she got enough liquor for that, but I mean, I could try.
Well,
It's in these moments that I feel such peace through my faith.
Really gives
she
you
says that calmly, but she looks upset.
Miss Morrow, if I may call you that, is that? I don't know your name, so I'll just call you Miss Morrow.
Yes.
Ms. Morrow, Mrs. Morrow.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happened to Trudy's cousin?
Oh, poor Kyson.
I was so
You know, he was
looking forward to
always
meeting him there today.
always a troubled kid. We pray for him daily for his return, but unfortunately, we haven't heard from him in a long, long time.
And where are his parents?
His parents are, they're in the city.
dead.
That's what I meant. They're in the grave. They're in a graveyard in the city.
In the city. 6 feet underground the city.
They're
Underground.
in the city. Here's the address. Here's the tombstones. In lieu of flowers.
Well, what happens to them now that they're gone? Are they accepted into, what is it called? The celestial, what? Whatchamacallit?
Yes, of course. Whatever they say it Mormon
Okay.
church. I don't know that way.
Magnificent
Celestial
spectral
Kingdom,
soup.
though.
Yes, there you go.
Okay. And what about the cousin though? Since he's not dead, he's not alive, he's missing. What has happened to him? Even though, like, I mean, you pray for him, but is he saved? Is he damned? Is he?
Wherever he's at, he could be whatever, I don't know. He could be saved at this very moment and I wouldn't know.
Oh, maybe we can save him.
You know, I don't know. The cops looked for him the first few months and then they kind of gave up after a while.
They gave
Really
up.
unfortunate.
They
Oh,
didn't
sure,
respond to me.
Gertrude, I told you this.
No, you didn't. I've been waiting for a call about it for 2 years now, and I haven't heard any of this.
Young lady, it's been a year and a half. And I called you months ago to inform you that they stopped looking. And
I
you can
don't
feel
remember that.
feel your sister poking you in the side.
She's kind of ignoring. I don't know if it's Gabby or Rose, because like she
It's
and
Gabby.
Kyson were close as kids. So the fact that her mom's saying that she told her this when she distinctly doesn't remember hearing this, like she's upset. This is getting her upset. That's
Gertrude,
no,
are you-
I
Trudy,
I
you
think
alright?
I don't remember that call. I feel like I would remember being told that. Because I've just been keeping the shop for him this entire time, and you're telling me that they stopped looking.
You need to calm down.
I am
Are you
calm, Mom. I'm just a little upset because you're not communicating with me, and you're saying that you are, but I know that you didn't tell me this.
Right, it's rising tension 4. If it gets to 6, I'll let you know what happens, Trudy.
Disowned? Finally?
No.
Damn
Never.
it.
She'll never let you go.
I can dream.
That's kind of hot.
Sorry?
You want
No, it isn't.
Trudy, you want to have this conversation right now at the dinner table?
It seems like you were willing to have difficult conversations here just a minute ago, Mom. So I don't see why
it
it's
was
a
with
problem.
it was with certain heathens who were not believers.
Yeah,
It's-
Mom, you
I
know I
think it's
left
me.
the church.
It's
This isn't some news.
It's a darn shame you lost a soul
Yeah, well,
there, Mrs. Morrow.
Cassia, I really appreciate
Cassia?
it. I just want to address the cousin thing, and then please tear into
Oh
her.
yeah, okay,
Tear
yeah,
her to
no,
shreds.
yeah, then no, please refer back to Trudy. Yeah,
Miss V, I think it's time for you to go.
I have to wait for
I
Gertrude,
think,
as you call
I
it.
think it's time for you to go.
I don't think I feel comfortable leaving Trudy here with you.
Then I'm not staying. If you want to talk about this like adults, Mom, then you have my phone number and you know how to use it, as Cassie has so nicely pointed out. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to head out. Tay, Deckard, feel free to finish the food. I will probably just walk home if you don't. If you do,
She says, Gertrude Moreau, you stay right there. And you're going to have to roll to face danger.
oh god, I probably have like minus what 6 right now.
Yes.
Mine.
Well, the rising tension 4 is working against you, and you also nervous too.
So minus
Well-
6. Let's go.
They don't stack. Statuses don't stack whenever you use them, so
Oh,
it's
God,
it's
so
the
just
highest of them.
It's
I-
danger. There it is.
So just a -4 then?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't think of anything I could add to that. Half of me wants to try to convince you a duty to the job, since that job is, keeping the store running till Kyson's back, and this is about Kyson. But
Kind of.
so we'll add a half. That is a
I mean, oh shit.
9 minus
-4.
so
Oh
5.
fuck.
What's the hard move? Hit me with it, Doc.
You're frozen. It's like not frozen with fear, but kinda.
No, I totally know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's 3, status 3. So you're no longer nervous 2. It's now
Like
there you go.
paralyzed.
To put it, It's like put in your place 3.
Okay.
As she says, that you hear the authority in her voice, and you're kind of just stuck there. And she looks back at you, Cassia. You can go now.
I don't think I will. That's the best part
You're
about
also-
this.
You're also going to have to face danger if
Oh,
you
shit.
don't go.
Face Lisa, let's go.
But yeah, no, I'm
And
fine
I'll,
with
I'll
that.
let you know, if it doesn't work, the rising tension will go up to 5.
Nice.
Anybody else have an argument for it?
Ace is gonna lean behind Cassia and whisper to Deckard. It's kind of hot.
A little bit.
Who, Cassia or the mom?
The mom. That's a pretty. Pretty.
Oh,
impressive.
Cassia can hear that. You do hear that because they have to go behind your back.
Can you guys not right now?
Sorry.
At
It's
family dinner in front of my father.
It's like,
In
if y'all
front of
want to
my
go, I can handle this.
Listen, I know how to handle a lady like that. She's just a little stressed out.
But
Is
yeah.
it possible to get a sympathy stress headache? Because I think
Yes.
I'm doing it.
I had my turn earlier, okay?
Real. Listen, if the other 2 weren't orphans, we'd probably have a moment for them too. So
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
It's a 4. We're going out with
Oh,
a bang.
Damn.
Let's go. Or not.
Damn.
Go ahead.
It is now rising. What's it called?
Rising tension 5.
It's now rising tension 5. Yes.
Only 2 of that is sexual tension.
Oh, it definitely
You
needs
know-
a sexual attention of 2. Coming both from Taewoo and the mother.
Now it's Taewoo.
God damn it.
Taewoo. Anyway,
Please stop hitting on my mom.
it's now rising tension 5. She says again. Please leave.
Trudy,
Yeah.
not sure
Trudy,
if you.
please do not speak to her.
Oh, we're
And she
losing.
puts a hand on your shoulder. My daughter will not be talking to you anymore.
I can't wait to pick up your next phone call. And Cassia stands up and she smirks at Mrs. Mara and she goes, "The pot roast was neither rare or well done, like you. I hope you have a
Pot
good
roast
night."
was amazing. Yeah, as you're walking out, she says, "God bless you," with a smile on her face, and she gets up to walk you out.
Decker's getting up too.
Why?
Trudy, do you want to go?
I
Trudy,
can't-
you're not moving. Your mother says that to you.
can't. I'm sorry. I gotta stay.
And she walks you out. And she says, "God bless your heart, dear."
I'd say to stay holy, but that's not what this household is about. If you actually, we'll talk the next time you call Trudy's phone. I'll pick it
Sure,
up.
honey.
I'll pick it up next
Sure.
time, and we can have a lovely.
Of course.
Maybe if you feel like approaching conflict
She
resolution.
shuts the door in your face as you're talking.
Still got that wine,
Wait.
Deckard?
Yep. It's in
Is
the car.
are you out there with her?
Yep.
did you
I
walk out
walked
with-
out with her. Yep.
Okay. You guys are leaving?
Is some
Yep.
of the tension gone?
No, it's still at that
Oh
same
God.
point.
Like, we're gonna go hang out in
we're-
the squad car and drink.
Cassia's not. She didn't even come. She's just gonna walk away. She's like, "You can come with me if you want."
All right.
The squad car, I imagine it's locked. I don't think he
Yeah.
keeps his
Yeah,
squad car unlocked.
Cassia's
and his keys are on
holding
him.
the red bottle of wine. She's like, "You got a bottle opener?"
I got my teeth.
You guys walk into the to the park down the street.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Here, I'll show you an old trick I learned. And he takes off his shoe, puts the wine in there, and starts beating the bottom of it till the cork works its way out, and he rips it out with his teeth.
Cassia.
Your mother, as we go back into the scene into your house, Trudy, your mother looks at you. Gertrude, it breaks my heart for the people that you brought over today. How you stood by as that girl disrespected me in my own home.
I thought you held your ground pretty well.
Oh, I know I did, honey. I'm a grown adult and I was speaking to a child who was put in her place. Now about Kyson. I told you about him a year and a half ago. And I will not hear of it again. Your father's no longer at the table, by the way. He got up and left as Cassia left as well, and Deckard.
Would there
Saw
have
his
been
exit and took it.
would there have been an opportunity for Hay to follow the father?
No.
No. Okay.
Tay is out with the rabbits in the back.
If you want to get up from the table, it's going to have to be a sneak around, and you do still have to combat the rising tension 5.
Even if the mother was escorting them out the front door.
It's in the house, the entire
Oh, yeah,
house.
okay.
Yep, it's in
All
every
right.
room.
All right. Then Tay's just enjoying his meal.
Yeah.
Best he can.
Enjoying it still, like, no idea the tension in the room.
Tay just doesn't feel it.
They just hasn't caught on.
Now, Trudy, why would you let that young lady into this house, knowing her personality?
I thought she would be a little more polite.
Oh, really? How long have you known her?
It's like 6 months, right?
Yeah, not that
6 months?
long. I'm not gonna say that, Sonny.
Do it. Do it, you coward.
Do it.
I bet you won't.
Do it. Do it. You know the Bible mother would call her a bastard or a whore.
Say it.
Say it.
Say it. That's not.
Yes, she will say it.
Now it's unfortunate that the man had to leave with her, and she like brushes her hair back.
He'll be back.
No, we won't.
Trudy's looking at her sisters like, that one's not my fault. Mom was doing that on her own. I had nothing to do with that.
Your mother
Do
gets
not
up
blame
to
me for that.
Trudy. Your mother says, Gertrude, you let these people in my house. No offense, Taewoo. She looks at you. She gives you a small smile. You let the other people in my house. You barely know them. And you said, I thought she would be more polite. You don't know that woman. You know me. Your mother, who loves you dearly. And she's looking at you unblinking.
Trudy's not going to confirm or deny that last sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Because she wasn't raised a liar and she doesn't want to see what happens when she denies it.
There is... I'll tell you right now. Well, your mother will look at you and she'll say, I know you no longer follow the church, and I pray for you dearly every day. And whether you believe it or not, I do love you, Trudy. I know I'm hard on you, and I call you. That's because I care about you deeply. If I had no regard for your life at all, you would never hear from me, honey. And you can see she's being like genuinely honest right now.
Trudy's not saying anything.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's the best rebellion she has right now, is not replying.
And she says, your mother says, unfortunately, dinner has been ruined. I apologize. I sincerely apologize, Mr. Tewu.
After that last little bit that she said, anyone who's watching Tewu would have noticed that he stopped eating
Mm-hmm.
and that he just put his fork down.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks across the table at Trudy and says, you're very lucky to have a mother who cares for you. Not everybody in this world has that.
Please not right now.
The mother, she doesn't say anything, but she does just look at you and just give a she gives a nod, smile, just kind of like just saying like thank you silently. Your mother looks back at you, Trudy. She stands up. If there is anything that I do that makes you doubt how much I care about you, I apologize. And she walks away. And your sisters kind of give like a deep sigh. Rose goes to go to your mom, and Gabby's still sitting next to you. And she's like, my God, Trudy. Dude. What the hell? What was that?
Once.
Shut up!
Sorry.
Sunny looks
One of
satisfied.
my
Oh.
brothers. Where were we?
Your sister just is like, Trudy, what the hell is going on?
I don't know. Just wanted to have a nice dinner, brought some friends along, and that went south.
And why did you, sorry, she looks at you, Teo. She's like, sorry, but like, why did you bring them, like...
I think the dinner was lovely.
Thank you, Tay.
Gabby's like, I know mom, gosh, I know mom sucks, but listen, like, he's kind of right. Like, that's our mother. Like, and it's weird, but she loves us in her own way. I don't know. I'm not trying to defend her because like but like, there are some times where I'm like, she really does care about us. I don't know. I'm trying to say it's hard. Okay. And I think,
Yeah, sure.
I think all of this kind of genuinely hurt her feelings, I guess.
And I'll apologize for it later, but I'm hurt too. And I don't see why that's not a concern. Like, I know why it's not a concern. It's never really been a concern unless it's mom. But I'm sorry that I ruined dinner. And I'll head out as soon as it's polite to do so.
I think you should go apologize to her.
I will apologize to her.
Tonight.
I'm sorry, but I just don't understand why. Trudy, you're always apologizing.
Yeah.
I don't understand for what.
Your sister's like, I mean, because you brought that girl here and she was just rude the whole time. Like,
That's not Trudy's fault.
I'm the one who brought Cassie into the house.
yeah,
I knew what Cassia was like.
But
I mean,
Cassia is her own person.
Yeah, but I have certain responsibilities when I'm the one who brought her into.
No, you are not responsible for Cassia.
I mean, Gabby's like, my mom's just gonna think that, well, because she wouldn't be here if not for Trudy. So I think Trudy just means that she's apologizing on behalf of the people that she brought over.
That makes no sense to me. But anyway,
I mean, that's okay.
will your mother be apologizing to you as well?
Trust me, she feels. Trust me when I say this. She will feel like she has nothing to apologize for.
Yeah. She doesn't think she did anything wrong, and that's not something we're gonna convince her of.
Fascinating. Is this how all family dinners go?
Usually I don't bring Cassia, so no. Usually they're a lot quieter.
Yeah, they're usually just.
Usually there's not something going on between Mom and one of the guests, which I don't want to think about right now.
I'm not going on between Mom and one of the guests. I didn't even notice.
Did you see? Yeah, she kept touching.
What? What? Oh, the big strong guy who was here.
Yeah, Deckard.
Oh my God, I missed that. I mean, to be honest, I was looking down at my plate just like Dad was, because this is uncomfortable to say the least.
I didn't have an option, but
there's no dessert.
There's always dessert.
There's dessert.
It's Jello salad. It's really good. We can stay for dessert. I'll go apologize to Mom, and then we can head out whenever.
Okay. Are you going to get up and apologize to your mom now or later?
Trudy's gonna like get up and she's gonna like start to go to apologize to her mom and like turn and head towards the kitty table and then just like start talking to some of her nieces and nephews and just like catch up with them first. Like, I'll talk to Mom. I gotta psych myself up though. I'm gonna like catch up with the rest of the family and then I'll go deal with that.
War paint.
As
she puts on actual war paint. She's ready.
Yeah.
Throws on her missionary badge. Let's go. I'm ready.
Your sister, Gabby also gets up to talk to your mom. So it's like all the girls are going to kind of talk her down. And you're going to make your way there too?
Yeah. Later than everyone else, but she gets there.
Yeah. As you're going, you do hear a knock on the door.
Front door?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's gonna go answer it. She doesn't know if it's like Cassia coming to apologize or whatever, but like, remember, she can just be like, "Oh, sorry, we're not interested. No sales."
You open the door.
Is it who I think it is?
It's who you think it is.
Oh God.
Your face goes ghostly pale. And you hear, "What's up, cousin?"
Tyson, what the fuck?
And that's where we're going to end the session tonight.
Yay!